Hey everybody, Whispers from the Void, it's Evan.
And it's Phil, the Vitas for the Intimates. Thanks for tuning in, folks.
I know you guys get fucking sick of us talking about it, but we're here at RPM again.
We are at RPM Fest, and we are near the stage. A lot of noise blasting in our ears.
We're back at Artist Alley. We're now closer to the main stage than ever before. Yeah. So, if you hear a lot of music during these interviews, well, that's why. But I hope you enjoy it. They have a lot of good lineups, good bands coming up. So excited about that.
A lot of good bands this weekend. There will be Aversed on Sunday.
Yep, Aversed.
Chained to the Bottom of the Ocean today.
Yep.
Conan. There's a lot. There is a lot.
I'm looking forward to it. I know everyone here is. We're already seeing some great faces. We got Cory standing by from Freaks in the Attic. So we could do another. Looking forward to doing another interview, catching up with him. Arsenia was just here from Arsenia's Arts. A lot of familiar faces, some new faces, new bands. Goblet returns again. Still, that streak is strong.
Every RPM, they are here.
Everyone. They've been to everyone.
It's like the homemade band.
Yeah, so looking forward to it. We already grabbed beers, waiting on the food to start rolling out, and it's already looking like it's going to be another great weekend. Very excited for it. Phil, what band are you excited to see this weekend?
I want to see Conan for sure, because now I'm in a very sludge doom metal phase in my life right now. I just want doom and despair everywhere. I want to see Conan. I want to see So Hideous, that are very post-metal. And I love post-metal. Warm also. Aversed, like we talked about earlier. There's a ton of bands. I want to see all of them.
I'm excited to see Low. I'm excited to see Aversed. I'm also excited to see Chained to the Bottom of the Ocean, which is probably maybe my favorite band right now. And has been for a little while. So super stoked to see them. But today is Friday. We are set up. We got one guy standing by, and we hope you guys enjoy. And obviously check out any of the bands, any of the vendors, any of the people that we have on this year. And looking forward to another great RPM Fest.
So stay tuned because the RPM episode is beginning now.
Yeah. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Whispers from the Void. We're continuing our RPM Fest interviews. We are here with a returning guest, Cory from Freaks Attic.
How's it going?
Doing all right, buddy. How are you? How's Freaks Attic? How's everything been since the last time you were here?
Not bad. Some ups, some downs. How the world is.
Yeah, dealing with all the same troubles and trials and tribulations that have been going on this tumultuous year. We won't get into that. We're here about the fun.
Yeah.
We're here about the fun. What's some new items that you have on display at your tent this year?
So besides the cutting boards I had last year, I've gone to salt and pepper shakers and olive oil canisters. They're etched with horror characters.
Oh, damn.
Olive oil?
Yeah.
Ooh.
You could probably put salad dressing in them if you wanted to.
Oh, it's so cool. I want it.
Now, did you make those or did you?
No, so I have a friend of mine who does a lot of etching. He does Funko cases and stuff for his own business with anime that I wanted some horror stuff, and he finds the print I want and just kind of adds it to whatever I want. He does Funko cases. He's made pens. He does a little bit of everything. If it could be etched into, he laser etches it in.
Mm-hmm. What's the name of his business?
I forget.
To be continued on that.
Yeah, exactly. To be continued.
So Cory brought us some dragon fruit Mountain Dew, and let me tell you, definitely fruity.
It's so
nice,
good.
It's like almost like, I don't know why I'm gonna say this, like tequila.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you mix a flavor rum in it, put a mango rum or llama rum,
Yeah.
dude, it's dangerous.
There's no outside alcohol allowed out here, but I'm sure I could walk up and they probably put tequila in that cup.
Oh, absolutely.
sure.
I'm sure they could.
Just get a shot and then just add it to
the
can.
That's
Simple as that.
fucking that's perfect. That would be a perfect summer little drink. There.
I have to say something because as the odd one out here, because I'm Canadian, we don't have Mountain Dew with those flavor like the dragon fruit flavor. We don't have that here.
We got boring Mountain Dew.
Yeah, it's boring, but also the classic is good. Like I love the classic one, but honestly, I would love to have more dragon fruit in my life.
Yeah, they replaced Shark Bite with it. So instead of having Shark Bite out for the summer, they did this flavor.
Like the only flavor we have in Canada is the Code Red, the blue one, like
Voltage?
the Voltage one, the Code Red. I think we had some Baja Blast sometimes, but it was like very limited because we don't have Taco Bells up there. So like they just do it limited, but they say, oh, it's Taco Bell.
Yeah, they make it like a seasonal thing.
Yeah, something like this.
So Cory, how was we talked to you early last year too. We talked to you on Friday. We were more mobile then. We have a home now.
Yeah.
How was your RPM Fest experience last year?
Oh, that's why I came back this year. I actually sponsored this year. So it was just good people, good music, just fun time. Like, what's there not to like? I'm amongst my people.
Absolutely. Yeah, I saw your banner in there. That's awesome. It's always cool to see new sponsors and new people getting involved in the fest in general. But yeah, I mean, what bands are you excited to see this year? Is there anyone that's caught your eye?
I don't know most of the bands. Not by name, at least. I'm going to be honest. Not by name. Like, if I hear them, I'm going to be like, yeah, but, like, names, I'm horrible.
Yeah.
You play a song for me, like, yeah, I remember that. You give me a name, I could not tell you.
Yeah.
Could not tell you.
It is tough. I mean, a lot of, well, it is one of the nice things that I love about this festival is that you do get a lot of like underground acts. You get a lot of acts that are just starting out.
So you get introduced to it.
Yeah, it's a great melding of a lot of different longevities as far as projects go. Like I know last year we had Deceased. I mean, you talk about longevity.
Yeah,
decades for a band like that, and then you had some that had just started.
Well, it's like if it's anything like last year. From the music I heard from the tent and walking around, I don't think there was a bad band. So if it's anything like last year, I think it's gonna be just as good, if not better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
100%. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, I bought some Kiss figurines from Cory last year. They were the Psycho Circus.
Yep.
Psycho Circus. Presented them to my mother-in-law because gotta keep the mother-in-law happy. She loved them. It was great stuff. You got any more figurines? Any more like, are you expanding as far as like trying to find different horror stuff?
Always looking for different horror stuff.
Yeah.
I actually just came into a collection of a bunch of Puppet Master figures.
Ooh.
I got, so it's a bunch of the retro ones. Blade. I have Pinhead. There are a bunch of like little wizard devil dudes. I forget their names off the top of my head. But it's a lot of the retro ones, yeah. And then I have like a pickup truck from Leatherface.
Oh, yeah.
It's like a die-cast car, a little bit bigger one.
Oh.
I have a Freddy like classic Chevy car.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got some Funko, some NECA. I have a bunch of horror comic themed books.
Mm-hmm.
I have some T-shirts this year. I have a signed hockey jersey from Ari Lemon, who played the original Jason from Friday the 13th.
Hell yeah.
And it's certified and everything. Earrings, pins, a little bit of everything.
That's a big collection option right there. Like if you are looking for anything and you're dedicated to any sort of horror memorabilia, anything like that, I mean, you can't get any better than like a hockey jersey signed.
And if I don't have it, let me know. I could probably find it for you. Like I'm all over the place. I go to shows. I can trade. I can usually can find it if I don't have it.
So funny, you said you were talking about like the Leatherface truck. Ed Gein is getting his own Netflix documentary.
Oh shit!
Yeah, coming out soon. If this is the Labor Day weekend, then probably in the next week or so, it'll be out. Obviously, he is the one that inspired Texas Chainsaw Massacre, if I remember correctly, making all of his making his gloves and all of his bowls and shit. You know, the craziness. I mean, do you get into like where's the line for you as far as like the horror? You know, is it just the fictional stuff, or do you get the non-fictional items in there as well?
I've gotten a few. Sometimes some of the stuff is harder to find. But I'll do real life. If I can find Joe Gacy stuff, I'll have Joe Gacy stuff for sale. Like I'll go true crime, true horror, Jeffrey Dahmer, whatnot. Anything. If it works with the theme, I'm really into the horror and like murder and stuff like that. So anything that fits that bill, it will be in my booth if I can find it.
What's a vendor, you know, you walked around a little bit before you found us over here. What's a vendor that you thought that you didn't see, maybe one you're happy to see return, somebody that, you know, a vendor that's just like right up your alley? I mean, there's a lot of different metal-inspired, horror-inspired vendors here. Some really cool returning faces, like I said, and then some new faces. So is there anyone that stands out, a returner or somebody that's new?
New, I haven't noticed too many yet, but there's still a bunch of people still coming in and setting up. Of course, names of businesses I'm horrible with sometimes. There's the one that has the soaps. It looks like a upper chest with the ropes around them. She has pretty cool stuff. And then Leather Pixies always got great leatherware. There's also another lady that has chainmail. I believe she was here last year. Chainmail tops and bottoms and stuff like that.
Damn.
I'd have to look at the last year. We had a little thing here for the list and stuff. We'll have to get that so I can remember exactly who everybody is. But yeah, it's exciting. Four Phantoms is not a sponsor this year, so our stage over here is just RPM stage, not the Four Phantoms stage. But Widowmaker is supplying the beers this year.
Yeah.
So
nice.
Honestly, I have like I think it's the New England or fruity juicy IPA. I think
it's some fruity juicy thing.
Yeah, it's some fruity juicy.
We'll get the names later.
Yeah, we'll get the names one day.
Eventually.
We have all weekend, boys.
We do. Last year we watched the wrestling show.
Oh yeah,
from our tent.
Right. Yeah.
Excited to see the wrestling's back again.
Yeah, Sunday, right? I believe.
Yes. I
yeah,
believe
it's Sunday,
yeah.
And it's at the Wicked Ronin stage. The other one, not the main stage, but the other one in the back.
Yeah, that's where they do the burlesque show too.
Yeah,
right?
The burlesque show.
I think that's tonight also.
You know what?
I think it's the wizard fight.
Is it wizard fight?
I think the wizard fight's tonight, 10:30.
The fuck a wizard fight.
They got some
so
DJs.
it's you fighting everyone.
I'm fighting everyone. That's it.
It's Evan event.
I am. I'm
Evan
fighting
against the world.
I'm fighting every single person.
Evan versus the world.
But they can only use the Rock'em Sock'em, gloves, and I'm bare knuckling. Throwing actual fire.
Oh my god.
Oh man. Well, Cory, it's great to see you.
Great seeing you guys too.
Yeah, we're gonna keep hanging out. Make sure you guys check out Freaks Attic, and you got any final message for the people out there?
No.
A man of few words.
Yeah, exactly.
So
few words, many actions.
So moral of this story is no.
Just chilling.
Awesome.
Just chilling with the freaks.
All right, guys. Well, that's our first of many. So we will catch you on the next one.
See you later.
Bye.
Hey everybody, it's Whispers from the Void. We are continuing our interviews here at RPM Fest. With us, we have Scott with DC Live.
Thank you. It's DCPC Live, if you don't mind me correcting you. I apologize for correcting you.
No, that's all right.
That's okay.
Fucking day. Okay, I'll correct you. I was a teacher, so I'm good at correcting grammar if you need me to.
Dude, we just met 5 minutes ago.
What did you teach?
Middle school social studies in Florida, but I don't do that anymore because they don't like history in Florida anymore.
Yeah.
So I had to move to Hudson Valley of New York.
Oh, nice. So how'd you hear about RPM Fest?
Actually, I heard about it in January. I had Power Up, Brian, who was one of the people that runs RPM Fest.
Yeah.
He drums for Power Up, and he played one of my my shows. I do monthly shows at Snapper McGee's in Kingston, and he was just talking about it. He's like, yeah, you should really do a vendor there. I was like, oh, okay. And well, here I am.
Also,
That's
of
perfect.
Lich King, right?
Yeah, Lich
Same
King.
Brian? Yeah.
Yeah, he's playing in Lich King. I saw Lich King last year in Quebec City. So they are so good. And they are playing also on Saturday.
Fuck
So-
yeah. There's a lot of bands I have not seen. The only 2 bands I think this entire weekend I've seen are Come Mierda and Concrete Ties. Other than
Yeah.
that, I haven't seen any other band.
Yeah, it's always a great meld of you get a lot of bands with a lot of longevity. Like last year they had Deceased.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
See?
you talk about like decades and decades, and then you also get a lot of bands that are like just starting out. You know, they're open to everybody, and I think that's one of the best parts about it.
Yeah.
You know, you kind of never know what you're getting, and you're always gonna leave with a new favorite.
Yep. As soon as I walked in, it reminded me of a Metal Camp Pennsylvania.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I've never been there.
I go every year for the last 3 years, so it's
damn.
It's very similar setup and situation. I feel like the same amount of love and camaraderie. So it's like, oh, I love this.
Oh,
It's
that's
Slightly
perfect.
different music, but not really. It's all with that adjacent to the aggressive DIY style. So the heart is all still there, even if if it's tuned down a little bit.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So tell us a little bit about your booth this year.
So I run DCPC Live. It's live vinyl albums, a hardcore, metal, punk, and ska. In the
Ooh.
last 4 years, I've done about 45 records. Self-released all by myself. It's a one-man record label. I do small bands that never leave their town, and I've done bigger bands where the record sells out in a month or 2. And those are what I fund to put out the smaller bands. So, and I'm just here trying to promote the bands on my record label and see some great metal.
Who are some of the bands on your label?
So let's see here. For like, if the metal fans are listening right now, I would say that. Oh, Aaron's taking a picture of me. As I'm going to pose for that real quick. Got it. Okay, got it. Like Antagonizer from Florida. They are so fucking great. I only have 4 of their records left. It used to be all female. Now they got a male drummer, but it's like incredible, like mix of like punk and metal. They've gone more thrashy metal now. So fucking good. Let's see here. Who else do I have? Killed by Florida.
Killed by Florida.
Killed by Florida. Super political, like hardcore punk with touches of metal in it.
Oh, shit.
It's so fucking good. You know, it's not the sort of thing that you would normally expect to get in Florida, which is exactly the point.
I
Yeah.
love the name Killed by Florida. You're killed by the alligators.
Yes.
The alligators will eat you.
That's awesome. Any hardcore on your label?
Oh, also, so I have Fortitude, who's like old 1990s hardcore. Like they've been around since the early 90s.
Oh,
and I
hell
actually
yeah.
put out their first vinyl record. Old Ethics hardcore. You would have seen them in the late 90s playing with bands like Kill Your Idols and Two Man Advantage and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So they've been around for fucking ever. If you like Youth Brigade and 7 Seconds, but mixed with like New York hardcore, then you'd be all set to go.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah. No, that's really cool. Florida. It's funny. Florida always has a special place in a lot of metal fans' hearts, right? Because obviously, a lot of big bands have come from out of there. A lot of like, you could say, generational.
Yeah.
And Death, Obituary.
Obituary definitely
Yep.
came from there, yeah.
Yep. So it's always cool. I don't know if RPM's had a ton of Florida acts come up this way.
I don't remember though.
I'm not
I don't
sure.
remember.
I'd have
It's
to
a
look
bit
back.
of a hike, right?
Yeah.
And I remember when I was a kid living in the D.C. area that I was like reading and I was like, man, so many great fucking metal bands in Florida. I was like, in Orlando, I was like, are they just hate Disney that much they have to form metal bands? Like, it's like the antithesis of like, I hate the mouse, so I will be fucking metal. Right? That's what happens. It's
Yeah.
like you have to reject and rebel, and what's the opposite of Mickey Mouse? It's fucking metal.
So the scene's very much like a melting pot. You get a lot of different,
all sorts
a lot
of different stuff. All sorts of like, the one business that stuck around in their area is Moat Cobra, fucking great. One makes me sad is I did No Coffin. They did like 250 shows in a year. Wow. I put out their
Damn.
record and they promptly broke up.
Oh shit!
And like
They broke up after you put the
right
record
after
out.
the record came out. It happens all the time. It happens all the time. And I was like, oh, this record is gonna fucking sell out. Because like all they gotta do is sell like one fucking record a day. Like, this would be fucking easy. I'm only pressing 200 of those.
Oh my God.
And I always describe them as like Florida swamp metal or like songs if we think the roasted songs are too long.
like a really proper doom band that's got 14-minute songs and shit.
Holy shit.
They're pulling out like Bell Witch stuff, which is 82 minutes.
Yeah.
Imagine they played. They did all of Mirror Reaper.
Oh my god, I would love to have I would love to have Bell Witch there. Just 80 minutes of pure doom.
I don't know that I can handle that, to be perfectly honest with you.
I don't know if anyone could.
I was like, that might
No,
be too
no
much.
one can. No one can. There would be people at the first 10 minutes, and after 10 minutes, everyone will be gone. Just Evan be at
just
the
be me.
center and just be like, I
I just have
love
to sit
it.
down.
I was booking a tour for the band I manage, World Sucks, and playing O'Brien's in Massachusetts in a couple weeks. And one of the bands was like, "Oh, our other band has a show already, but we can do this." It's just a bunch of drone. I was like, "Can you clarify what you mean by drone?" And they mentioned a band like Ohm or Ohm, and I was like,
Ohm, yeah.
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 And I was like, "Oh yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
I can handle that." That's when you said drone, I was like, I thought you were just gonna sit there and put your guitar in feedback and
I mean, you do like Sun.
yeah.
You do like Sun. I mean, it's funny because fun fact, I had a project. It was like a drone metal band, so it was just me with a guitar, and my friend was like, "Oh, let's put some noise element." So we just had some pedals and a fucking mixer. We just did noise with it. So I was like, no one will listen to that, but no one.
For how long, right? And that's one of the things I had to figure, because I book shows, and when I put bands on there, I have a doom metal band, Dark Hippie, playing in October, and I was like, I need you to play a punk-sized set, right? It's got to be done in 25 to 30 minutes, and I know that means only 4 or 5 songs.
Yeah.
But it's really you've got to.
Yeah.
If you're playing my show, we're not doing it 3 bands at doom metal. It's 5 bands. I really need you to keep it to the 30 minutes. I'm sorry if it means you can't play every song you want, but I didn't tell you to write 12-minute songs.
Yeah,
you would do. I feel like your bands would do really well at Ralph's in Worcester.
Oh yeah, Ralph's Rock Diner.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's one of the bands on my label, actually, Degenerates of Punk. I recorded them at Ralph's Rock Diner. So
That's awesome.
So they're a great fucking band. Just good old-fashioned melodic punk rock, kind of dirty rock and roll-ish. Some, what is it, glow-in-the-dark green vinyl? That's fucking sick.
That is sick.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's funny because now you talk about it, you only do live records.
Only live records.
And it's fucking amazing because there's a ton of label. Every label is doing studio records, are doing live. You only do live. So what's the reason for that? Why did you decide to do only live records?
I started as a show promoter.
Okay.
Pandemic happened. Did a live stream, and I did it at a studio. I was like, well, I'm in a studio. I might as well record it.
Yeah.
Oh, this came out pretty good. I might as well go ahead and put it out on a 7-inch. And I did the old covers in the 1990s. There was a record label called VML from Chicago.
Okay.
And they did a series called VML Live, all black and white, looked like bootleg covers. They did 42 7-inches.
Oh.
So all my covers mirror those. So it was an homage to an old hardcore label from the 90s. And I'm like, I'm just going to do live because every other label's already out there doing everything else. Do we really need another studio record label?
No.
I'm going to do something different. And then I thought it would just be a one-off. Maybe a couple, and it was 4, then 6, and then the last year was 17, and now we have more. And part of it is I can record 4 bands for $200.
Yeah.
Right? And I tell the bands it's free because either sometimes my engineers could have a technical problem, sometimes one of your band members can shit a brick.
Yeah.
It just happens.
Yeah.
And so if I tell you it's free, then most bands agree to do it. And then I say, if you don't like it, it's deleted forever. If you like it, you want to work with me, we'll do a short run vinyl. We'll discuss what arrangement, the buy-in portion to make sure it's fair for you and for me, because I don't need to make money, but I don't want to lose my shirt.
Yeah.
Or if you tell me you only like 3 songs and you want to just release them digitally or on YouTube, you're allowed to do that. They're yours. Take them as you want. Take the whole album if you want, but you just have to note that I recorded them, and they're free for you.
I love that because in a world in this digital age, we actually were coming up here. We were talking about AI and stuff like that.
Yeah.
The creativity and the artist ownership is paramount now. It's,
I don't own anything. The stuff is theirs forever. And then I have tended not to do represses. I now have a distributor, so I would. But when I wasn't doing them, I would always tell the band, I was like, feel free to do whatever you want with it. I just ask you wait until after I've sold out. And once I've sold out, you can do whatever you want with it. They're your songs forever.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to come to me and ask permission to do something. They are yours.
Yeah, and it brings up another thing. Like, if with the emergence of AI and stuff like that, you know, obviously people are going to do what they want with it, but it goes further and further. You know, like live acts and things like that are in jeopardy because more people, obviously, you know, because the lines are so blended. More people are probably just going to gravitate towards what they hear on, you know, like the Spotifys, the Apple Musics and stuff like that. And it's going to be harder to get like a live act. You know, I don't even know how you would do an AI show. Like, you probably fucking can't, honestly.
I mean, I think you can. You just put like you just do like DJs. You put a MP3 player and just like press play.
That's lame.
But that's the inherent reason why I like live albums, right? Like, I've seen many a band where I bought their album and then I go to see them live and I'm like, this sucks.
Yeah.
But a live band, that's who you are, and that's what you're doing. And like, I remember my first like punk album was Circle Jerks Gig. It's a live album. I was returning to Suicidal Tendencies album that I already owned.
Oh, shit.
And they were like,
Hell
hey,
yeah.
and they're like, hey, I was like, my parents got it for Christmas, already had it, and they're like, you should try this, and I put it on, and it was just fucking great. And then I bought a studio album. I was like, oh, some of these songs are kind of falling flat. They don't sound as great as they did. Like, they open up with Beat Me Senseless, which is off of Circle Jerk 6, and it sounds so shitty on the studio record. I was like, oh, I'm just going to buy live albums. And so I just started going forward, and now it's like, I just know that if a good band sounds good live, then that's all that matters. Because the CD is just the prep to go see them.
Yeah.
The vinyl's the prep to go see them. If a band isn't good live, I stop listening to their music.
Yeah.
It's done.
Yeah.
I'm like, I
For
don't
sure.
care anymore.
For sure.
100%.
Honestly, I have the same thing, but I also I have bands that I love that I prefer them studio and I don't like them live, and I have the reverse thought about it. Like, there's some bands that I will prefer to see live and I will never listen to their studio albums because I don't like them, because I think it's just boring.
Yes.
And in live, you hear them on vinyls or even just live setting, you're just like, oh my god, are so good.
It's usually faster. It's usually more raw. There's usually more energy. You're not punching in the vocals. You're not punching in your bass line.
Exactly.
You're not like doing every other line on a fast verse. You're just doing the verse totally how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
You're gasping for breath, but that's fucking okay.
Yeah.
Because that means you're like putting your heart into it. I'm like, that's what I want. And it's funny. I'll have bands like, oh, we didn't play well enough. And I'm like, I disagree, but it's fine. I don't want to do any overdubs if I can help it. So if you don't want to put it out, that's fine. But some bands are really, really picky about having everything be perfect. I was like, it's live.
Yeah.
It's okay if it's not perfect.
Exactly.
You can't hear my vocals there. I was like, that's because you put the mic into the crowd and they were singing along to the song. I want to hear that on the record.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear your pristine vocals. I want to hear the muffled shouts of the 20 people surrounding you.
Yeah.
That's much better to me.
So, two-part question.
Yes.
What is your favorite live record that you've listened to, and then what is the favorite live record that you've produced?
Avail Bottom of the Hill is my favorite live record I've listened to. It's so fucking great. Avail is one of my all-time favorite bands from Richmond, Virginia. Melodic hardcore from the 90s, although they got back together. Love them to death. And then my favorite record I put out, and that's hard because I love all the records.
Yes.
But Rebel Maddox record from New York City, it came out so fucking good. And I don't know if it's because part of like their hip-hop background that they have, but the way they get the audience participation. And they recorded in West Virginia at Fuzz Fest. And I was like, really? You want to record it at West Virginia? You don't record in your hometown of New York City? He's like, no. We got a great crowd out there. I was like, all right, if you say so. And then I got the record, and like, it is what a live record is supposed to be. Great stage banter, great audience participation, great energy, rawness, accuracy, but with just the right amount of like, oh yeah, you can tell that slightly. It's not picture perfect to the studio stuff. It's perfect.
Man, you should get in touch with Bonginator.
Yeah.
They did a show here last year.
Honestly,
it was unreal.
Honestly,
Unreal.
Bonginator is like a slam band, but it's like talking just about weed.
I think I saw them with Guar.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
I think, yes. Bonginator, I saw them like since RPM last year. I saw them twice in Quebec City, and honestly, their show are just amazing.
They were shooting off Sunkiss bottles at one point. It
No,
was
they were
sick.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rebel Matic, they sold out because they did a run with Weed Eater, and that fucking shit sold out. Like, I was like, I love it. When I repressed it, they're like, no. I was like, oh.
No.
But they are considering doing a second live album with all their new stuff.
That's awesome.
So,
That's fantastic.
which just speaks to like how much trust they have in me that they'll come back again.
Yeah.
Because I don't sign bands to contracts. It's just a one-off deal. We're in this together, and I help you if you need help with the tour or whatnot. But like, there's no record label in the sense that like we're signing anything. It's just a handshake deal.
It's a one-off label, one-off record deal.
One-off record deal. I was like, this is it. We're gonna do this together.
One-off, but you can do it like over and over if you want.
If you want. So.
That's
but
so
I always
good.
want to put something new out. So it's like,
Yeah.
It wasn't until I got the distributor that I was willing to do represses. So I'm like, I have new bands. I have more bands that want to come out.
Yeah.
So.
That's so cool.
Oh my God, that's awesome. Yeah. So, if people wanted to get in touch with you, where can they do that?
Instagram, DCPC Live, or DCPCBooking@gmail.com.
Awesome.
And if you want to buy a record, if you want to come to Hudson Valley and play shows, I book up and down the Hudson Valley, and I love having bands reach out. So I do hardcore, punk, ska, and metal, sometimes all on the same show. Because no offense to any venue that does all just one thing, I like to sometimes hear more than one style of music in my 5-hour day. Mm-hmm. I don't want to hear all Ramones core. I was just at Buffalo Ska Fest vending, and I loved it, but 3 days of ska is 3 days of ska.
Yep.
3 days of metal. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't mind if they were mixed it up a little bit together.
Yeah, no. Like I said, they always get a nice meld. Some years are obviously better than others, but man, looking forward to this year. Scott, it's great to meet you.
Great to meet you both.
I love your company.
Thank you very much.
Definitely needs to be more of it. So looking forward to the rest of the festival. Looking forward to having you around.
Thank you all very much, gentlemen. It's a pleasure.
Awesome.
All right.
Hey everybody, we're continuing our interviews here at RPM Fest. We have a returning guest. We have Trav, this time with RantaVision.
It's your boy.
Your boy Trav, the CEO of Fluff. CEO of Fluff.
You were telling us that
I
you
forgot about the fluff thing. Yeah. I don't remember really what that was.
We ended up figuring out that was not the CEO.
No.
That was not the CEO, dude.
Wow.
So there's a CEO missing at Fluff, and I think it will be Ranta.
Oh shit! I guess I'm taking the throne. Yeah.
What would you change if you were the CEO of Fluff? Would you change anything?
I don't know. Maybe like some edgy commercials where it's like, you thought this isn't your mom's fluff, like new energy fluff with like synthesized ox bile.
Or you just say, what the fluff are you doing?
What the fluff is up with this?
What the fluff is up, Denny's?
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, there we go.
We established there's no fluff in Canada, right?
No, there's no fluff in Canada, unfortunately. So that's why I'm asking that Ranta is opening Fluff in Canada.
So what do you guys? Okay, so you guys, there's like different laws on food and stuff. What's like the crazy, like fluff for here? What's like? Do you have like a crazy junk food material that's like slime, basically?
Shit,
Canadian food slime like that.
We probably have like
Holy
something
shit.
like slime or something, but honestly, I don't know it. We got Jello, but it's everywhere, so I don't fucking know, dude.
Yeah. Okay, all right. Yeah, we just.
I mean, I could probably discover that now and let you know. And after that, Evan is asking a question.
Yeah, let's get on.
So
track.
you changed the name of your company there to RantaVision.
Yeah, it was Travis Ranta Artistic Vision, which I used to abbreviate to Trav, which I don't even really like being called Trav. So, and it worked. It wasn't taken on Instagram, but yeah, RantaVision works a little better. It's just two of the words. Just take two of the other ones out.
Still doing the same stuff, still painting on the vinyls.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I've been dialing it in, trying to get a little faster with bigger stuff. Still doing UV reactive stuff. Any bands out there that want to work with me, I'd love to do some graphics for your album or like, merch type thing. I think that'd be sick. Holla at your boy.
What do you think? You're a good person to ask, but what do you think the impact that AI is having or is going to have?
I think it's going to be insane. I think it's going to get overall on art. I don't know. I think it's going to be able to do art, but I think people will always want to see human beings create art. I think that's more interesting than waiting for it to load. And I think we'll always have a maybe a stylistic edge. But who knows? Maybe it'll get so good. Who knows? I think it's going to get exponentially so smart that there's no real way to predict what it's going to do. It's going to start making tools that we didn't know that we needed, and like redesigning the way that we do architecture and chemistry and all that stuff. And then that will get double, and that will double, and that will double. So I don't even know what happens when you get to like beyond God tier intelligence. Maybe they'll put a limiter on it at that point because it'll get too crazy. But I don't know.
Yeah.
Not sure. Yeah. Who knows? But it is crazy to live through that because I feel like in the 90s I was like, wouldn't virtual reality be so sick? And then we got it, and I was like, yeah, I guess I don't care that much.
You're looking around, you're like, you know what? I could do without it.
Dude, like Beat Saber's pretty tight. The Metallica Beat Saber pack was pretty sick, but you know, I don't know. I don't have time for video games. I'm trying to spend my time doing art and coming to stuff like this. So, you know.
So you're a returning vendor from last year, obviously.
Yeah.
A little bit of a different setup, a little bit of a different show. I mean, how are you feeling about the bands here and the vendors here now? You know, some of the new faces and stuff like that.
It's awesome. I love to see people return from before, obviously, but like, yeah, so far. There's like somebody that sews on patches for you onto your jacket, which is like a new thing. That's really sick. Yeah, you know, and I'm trying to be better about paying attention to the bands because I feel like when you do your own art, sometimes keeping track of what everybody else is doing and the names and everything can be kind of a blur. But I'm gonna try. I've been trying to coordinate the schedule to who I see and try to figure out which bands I see here so I can listen to them later. But yeah.
Yeah. It's definitely one of those things, man, you know, like we just got done talking to Scott from DCPC, where all he does is he's a label and producer and also a booking agent, but basically they'll do live music, only will record live music, so he'll go to shows and he'll record things, and it's very unique and it's very needed. It's the same way I feel about your art, very unique, very needed.
Well, thanks, man. Like, I don't know. I probably said this last time, but I always feel like sometimes it's a little too weird for like the jam band EDM stuff, or people get spooked out by it. But it's also like maybe a little too goofy and psychedelic for this crowd at times too. But everybody loves it here. I feel like RPM is like a good solid, just like, I don't know how to describe it or how they cultivate it here, but there are professionals at it. And you know, I think this has become my favorite festival. It's just so easy to get around. It's just the schedule flows, and you know, there's nothing like janky or annoying about getting set up, and like all the people working are just really on point, except for Brian. He's a fucking shit show. No, I'm just kidding.
Shout out Brian.
Yeah, shout out.
Oh my god.
No, I mean, it was wild because we've been talking like tonight there's a 9 Inch Nails concert in Boston, right? But the pre-sale tickets for this year, $750.
Holy
That's
shit.
not
Just
including
in pre-sale.
you, us, bands, anything like that, dude. It's volunteers. It's crazy.
Yo, that is crazy. They really, you know, they have a special section here where it gets a lot of foot traffic for people making stuff. So I think that's awesome that, you know, the people that are creating art here get the eyes on it, and that people get to see that as well. And they really like make sure that we're accommodated. It's wicked sweet. As far as all the volunteers too, I just heard about what the perks the volunteers get, and it's unlike anything I've heard. It's fucking sick. So, yeah.
I'm gonna bring you back to a question we asked you last year.
You still the hot dog though.
Hot dog sandwich?
Damn it. Fucking. I don't know. Okay, so if you put a sandwich in a blender, is that still a sandwich? That's a smoothie. That's a smoothie.
No, it's a smoothie, dude.
If you bake that into 3 patties and stack it.
No, it's called a fluff. By the way,
now they're pancakes.
By the way, I just searched, and fluff is existing in Quebec and Canada.
I don't. It's like it's like the new Eastern philosophy, right? So it's like I probably said this last year. I don't remember, but it's like when if you take a boat and replace it one part at a time, so it's a completely different. All the parts are been replaced. Is it the same boat?
Oh my god!
I would say that depends on like, is it the same captain?
Yeah.
Oh.
So I don't know. Is it the same? I don't know. Maybe it's up to the person eating it. They're like, maybe you decide.
Look,
If you're gonna eat it. I
If
guess
you take saran wrap and you throw fluff in it, you roll it up and put it in a hot dog bun. Is that a hot dog?
Look, I'm gonna answer by your answer you gave us last year. Hot dog is a. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna answer the hot dog question with the answer that you gave us last year, which is hot dog is a car. Hot dog is anything you want it to be.
Yes.
You said it was a car.
You said it was a car. It could be anything you want it to be.
The Wienermobile. Who we have to ask Fred Durst because he's I feel like he's an authority on hot, and he would say.
No. Hot dog is water.
Yeah, hot dog is a drink. Yeah.
No, hot dog is a starfish.
I'll settle on that.
That's fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, we got Mayhem playing, Midnight playing right now. Mayhem, that'd be fucking
That's
sick.
so loud.
But it's pretty sick, dude. I love Chain to the Bottom of the Ocean that I just played. They were fantastic. Fucking easily one of my favorites.
Yeah.
But man, so stoked to have you back, man. It's great
Thank
to
you,
see
guys.
you. We're gonna keep hanging out, watch a little bit of this. But we'll catch you on the next one, guys.
All right.
Fuck
hell
yeah.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Peace.
God is dead.
Let's go.
Praise be Ozzy. Praise. Hey everybody, we're back. It's Saturday.
Yeah.
It was a weird day. A lot of deferences. Talked to a lot of people. A lot of people that just didn't want to be on. But we love you all. Today's gonna be crazy.
Yep.
They have shit going on starting at 11, going all the way till 11 at night. So we're looking at 12 hours of non-stop activities over here.
Yep.
We saw Conan play yesterday.
Yeah, Conan was so good.
Chain to the Bottom of the Ocean was probably my favorite.
I think Chain to
They
the
were
Bottom.
so good.
I think it's the first time I saw Evan just dancing and just be like happy once in a lifetime.
Yeah, it was solid. We got to talk to Trav and Cory yesterday, some returning guys, and then we got to talk to Scott.
Yeah.
From
Scott was
DPCP.
Yeah, the
PC.
It's not DCPC.
DCPC.
Yeah, DCPC
Yes.
live. So yeah, we talked to him, and such a great guy, Scott. Such a great guy.
No, awesome guy. And there's still, we talked to a bunch of people that, it's one of those things because everyone's so busy all the time when you're here, so it's like you got to
yeah, exactly.
try to put in some time slots and stuff, but people will be coming over. I'm sure it's going to be a lot crazier. There was a 9 Inch Nails concert in Boston last night.
Yeah, so for sure there were a lot of people there and not here, but I think like if some people that are coming here now, well, today we're at the 9 Inch Nail concert, for sure there will be a lot of people today. I'm sure of it.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a long day of drinking. I'm waiting for the Bloody Marys to start.
Oh yeah,
might have to go over there and scout it out, but I'm looking forward to it. Some great bands on the agenda today. So we're gonna start with Slob Drop. Will be the first one.
Yep.
Over here at the main stage. And then we'll continue on from there. So that starts at 11:55, I think, 11:25.
I think yes.
Something like that. So looking forward to it. Me and Phil have already eaten 4 smork burgers.
Yeah, like together 4 smorks.
I think next year I want to put a counter to see how many we can eat.
I mean, it was
so good.
Okay, so we ate 4 smork burgers and me a falafel. Because I was hungry, so I ate the smoke. I was like, I need something else, and there's like a booth just beside us, the Sector 4 booth. He was eating a falafel. I was like, I need a falafel.
Mm-hmm. Some really cool stuff. I'm looking at the there's a nice booth here that does patches.
Yeah.
We'll sew patches on, and they have some pre-made shirts with some pretty decent patches. So I'm probably gonna get one of those today.
Yeah, you should.
Because it's cold outside, and
yeah,
I'm gonna need something, kid.
For sure.
It's
for sure,
crazy
kid.
out here. So, But yeah, so far so good. Looking forward to the rest of the day, and yeah, it's gonna be a long one.
So far, so good. So
We might have to stay out if it's good. We might have to stay out later today.
Yeah, I think yes.
It'll be a little crazy, but
I think yes. At least I didn't die in my sleep this night. So
no, Phil's CPAP machine, the quietest one I've ever heard.
yeah. Honestly, I'm impressed that my CPAP machine is not that loud. I'm
know.
very impressed about it.
It's pretty solid.
Yep. So I'm not dying this weekend.
He's not gonna suffocate this weekend. But listen, there's always room. There's always room, and there's always a possibility.
That possibility is Evan just like taking a pillow and be like, shh.
Well, we will catch you guys on the other side. Stay tuned for some of the interviews from today, Saturday, at RPM Fest.
De Vitesse, Evan, out.
All right, guys, we're getting back, starting early on our interviews here from RPM. We have one of the photographers here, a fellow media member, Chris.
Click.
What's going on, buddy?
Hey, how's it going?
Give us your Instagram handle real quick.
My Instagram handle is Chris Larosee. That is Chris with a C .LAROSEE.
I think there's a little bit of French in that name.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Chris Larosee.
What does it mean, Larosee or something?
Larosee, it's like it's Larosee du matin, like the morning dew.
Oh my gosh! Well, here we are, early in the morning.
Chris, how long have you been, coming to RPM, and how long you've been doing the photography here?
So RPM is my second year, and my first year on, like, what do you call it, crew? Part of it, I guess, as the press. So it's my first time having access behind the barrier of the stage, which is kind of fun. And I've been doing photography since I was about 12, though. I started with wildlife, mostly birds, for about a decade, and then moved into street photography, more like candid shots, people in the city, New York and Boston. Mm-hmm. Mostly people who didn't even know I took their photo. So it's a little different now coming into band photography, where they do know I'm taking their photo, and I have opportunities to do like promo shoots and like actually have more of like a portrait photography setup where I've got like flashes and more curated plan shots. So it's exciting coming here to RPM and like really broadening my portfolio here. It's really super collaborative environment. You know, you've got a lot of people who are up and coming, you know, very excited about having like a newer photographer doing their shoot. And the thing with my photography is I use all 35mm films. So not just 35mm film, I also do like medium format film too. So I don't do any digital. And so a lot of the photos I offer, like, for example, it can be offered to a band that wants to do an auction or something, and they want an image that hasn't seen the lights of digital media before. They sort of like an NFT. I can even include the negatives, so that like that photo can never be printed again, except for with that negative. You know,
Shit.
So it's like you give them the control too.
That's so cool.
Yeah, that's fantastic. So from what it sounds like, you really just like evolved organically with your photography and what inspired you and all that, because obviously that's a very stark contrast, like you said, to go from nature where everything's pretty fixed to having to do people. And are there different, is it sort of like you're trying to capture like the same idea, or is it just it's different based on the subject matter?
This is a really interesting question. Yeah, very interesting, because it's something I haven't thought about much myself. But when I think about nature photography, especially bird photography, it feels a lot like hunting, except when you pull that final trigger, you're taking a picture instead of shooting the bird and killing it. But a lot of the principles are the same. You're using like your ear to like listen for where this one rare bird might be, and you're trying to track it through the woods and trying to find it. It's very much similar with street photography too. You're trying to like hunt down the best photos of the best angles of people, and these people don't even know your I mean, now we're drawing analogies to hunting people, but we don't want to do that. It's more like
Anything goes here at RPO.
But yeah, it's all about like trying to get that like hunting down that shot, that angle, you know. And when it comes to wildlife, you might only get like 2 seconds of that bird all day, you know, or you might not even see it at all. So at least with the band, you have the band in front of you, and you've got like an amount of time that you have to take your shot, you know. So it's a little easier in that sense, but on the other sense it's a little bit harder because it's film, and I don't know how these photos are coming out. Bands will ask me, oh, how'd the shoot go? I'll be like, oh, well, we'll find out in a week. You know?
Yep.
And my question is, why did you choose film over digital?
Yeah, film is really cool. I started with film actually when I was a kid, but I didn't realize how cool it was when I switched to digital pretty early on. I came back to film a few years ago when I realized how accessible like black and white film photography is for like doing your own developing.
Yeah.
And then also printing your, like projecting the photo onto a piece of paper and having that also be a darkroom process too.
Okay.
So there are all these different points of intervention that you can have, but it's physical and it's chemical, you know, interventions. It's not digital interventions where I'm dragging a fader on a computer. It's like I'm actually changing the chemical formula, or I'm changing the temperature of that formula. And it's almost like alchemy, like how like this blank paper will suddenly reveal like this whole image at the end, you know. That's the final product right there. Like all the steps that I've taken from exposing it in the camera, then developing it in the developer, and then finally putting it underneath this projector and projecting it onto the paper and putting that paper into like these 3 liquids, you know. And in the final, well, in the first liquid, you see the image emerge, you know.
Yeah.
And it's like from nothing to like everything right there, you know.
And also you can a little bit control, if you want, like the photo, the developing of the photo. In
Everything, yeah. Like if you got too much contrast at first, you can bring a lot more out than you could even in digital, you know, with this film.
That's interesting.
Yeah,
That's
yeah, you
very
can bring out
interesting.
some of the details in the shadows that you wouldn't necessarily be able to pull out in the digital scan.
And so what is the process? Because like you have an Instagram, you put your photos on here, but it's all film. So what's the process to go from film to digital?
I know, there has to be some sort of digital if I'm doing social media, right?
Yeah, so because you talk about film since the beginning of the interview, and I'm just like, okay, so he got an Instagram handle, he got his photo, how?
Okay, yeah. So ideally what I do is the final product is that piece of paper, and that can easily be like scanned. Even with my phone, I can just take a picture of it.
Okay.
And so like that final black and white photo, often what I'll do is I'll take these like liquid watercolor pigments and I'll just go nuts, and I'll do all these crazy coloring over the top of it. Because it has that room, you know, there's no color yet on it, so I make these fantasy scenes by adding color. I had one band, I asked this yesterday, I was doing a promo shoot, I asked them if they would play air instruments. I asked them if they could stand in their arrangement as they would on stage and play air instruments, because I wanted to draw in the instruments with like permanent marker afterwards, you know?
Yeah.
Singer was like, no, we're not doing that.
Hi.
Hello.
So I was like, okay, we'll take some more normal photos.
Oh, that's interesting. And my last question, unless you have a question, Evan.
I got one more.
Yeah, go.
Place, animal, person, band. I mean, what's left on your to-do list? Something that you want to capture that you just haven't gotten the opportunity to yet?
Ooh, maybe a good thing of spit coming out of someone's mouth, like maybe like a screamer.
I was not expecting that.
Yeah.
That's
Just like
interesting.
having the spit flying right towards the camera.
Huh.
You know, that's a perfect shot. But I don't know if I'm getting that today or tomorrow. Hopefully.
Just ask the vocalist to spit the camera.
Spit in my cam.
Spit my
Spit
face.
at me.
Yeah. Aim right here.
That's interesting. And my last question, what do you think about AI, and does it, like, what do you think about AI and creativity? Do you think it will just erase
Destroy.
the creativity out of like creative work like photo, music, and art in general?
Yeah, like sanitize it.
Yeah, sanitize it. What's your take on AI?
So AI is taking a creative role nowadays. It's outputting a lot of the art that we ingest in our day-to-day lives, especially on social media. And a lot of people think about why, like if it's going to take over, if it's going to make it human art obsolete. But on that front, I kind of think not, because when you see these really perfect images, you get a certain emotion. It has a certain feeling to it, and it does imitate different emotions. But ultimately, when it comes down to it, like there are also some really cool artists who like use AI, just not. But they have the control, you know?
Yeah.
They're able to tell the AI exactly what they want it to do, and they might only have the AI there for one tiny minuscule step of their process that is largely human created, you know?
Yeah.
But so there are some really cool artists that are using AI as in their workflow, and I'm really into that. But at the same time, people are scared, you know, that people, that since like it's a lot easier now, like I can use a prompt and create a song as opposed to having to know how to write music to create a song. That's going to become a lot more like AI in the media that we're ingesting. So the good thing about the AI is that we're seeing all these huge resurgences in things from the past. Like film photography is having a huge resurgence. I'm also a Morse code operator. I use CW, and I do Morse code over the radio. I teach people all over the world how to do Morse code in like Zoom classes. And that's another thing that's been seeing a huge resurgence, you know, with like all these new innovations in digital communication. We're also seeing resurgences in like the older ways of communication, like Morse code, you know.
Yeah.
People are, whenever you have like this push towards like modern and newer and better and whatever people are thinking better is at the time, you know, you often see these resurgences of art forms of the past, you know, kind of like to counterbalance the perfection, you know. Now we're seeing a huge resurgence in like, even on social media, like authenticity is trending, you know, rawness, grittiness. That's what people want. They don't want that perfect vibe like they used to, you know. And I think a lot of that has to do with AI. So as we see more of this AI, it will be interesting to see what counter forces kind of work to balance against that.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see what comes.
That's interesting take.
Yeah.
Very
awesome.
interesting.
Thanks.
Well, guys, we are going to keep hanging out, but, you know, check out Chris's Instagram. We'll have a link for you on this episode. And, hey, man, thanks for taking the time. I know you haven't had your coffee yet.
Yeah, I'll check out that line, see if it got a little shorter.
Awesome.
Thanks,
awesome.
Al.
All right, guys, we are continuing our interviews here at RPM Fest. We have a returning guest and friend. We have Arsenia with Arsenia's Arts.
Hello.
How you doing, girl?
I'm doing good. I'm vibing right now.
Yeah.
We're just vibing.
We're just vibing.
Magnus,
Just
how you
having
doing?
fun.
Doing all right? Yeah, so returning vendor. It was, as we were talking previously, last year it was only your third time promoting your business here. Now you have pretty much a full year under the belt. How's things been? How's coming back to RPM?
So coming back to RPM's been good. I'm actually a sponsor this year, and I just ran a fashion show for RPM last night as well. So
It
that
was cool.
exciting.
I was there for half of it, and then I got too high. And I
Yeah,
had to
no,
leave.
guys, he missed my part of the set. Like,
Yeah.
I saw her backstage walking around a bunch, but
I literally was wearing my regular clothes, and I was like, I need to change into my crochet stuff for when I go on the stage at the end. And Chris, who was helping me in the back, was literally like, if you can run it and get changed fast enough and get back before the show barely even starts, do it. I literally sprinted, it's pitch black outside. There's the twigs and the branches. I sprinted to my tent, got changed probably faster than I've ever gotten changed before into my crochet clothing in my life, and sprinted back. It was only 2 models into the first set, and Chris was like, damn. I was like, I told you.
yeah. No, it was good. It was good. It was the first time that they've ever done it.
Yeah.
And I think that for first time, great turnout. Obviously everybody was very enthusiastic, and Hope, of course, had to MC it.
Oh my gosh,
was
Hope was amazing with emceeing it. Wouldn't have had anybody else do it.
Yeah.
That was fantastic.
Yeah. No, it was awesome. So you've obviously been around now doing some more fashion shows, some more festivals, things like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're really starting to expand, a couple runway shows and things of that nature.
Yeah, this was my fourth one now. So I had one in May, one in June. I just did Cape Cod Fashion Week 2 weeks ago, and then I just had this one. And then I have a couple more coming up in the winter time. Dates TBD, though.
How has your skills expanded? I see that Phil has a bag now.
Yes,
He's got a
Phil
hat.
has
He's got a bag
now. He's got a hat now. He got a cardigan as well yesterday. So no, my skills have expanded exponentially. I'd say from last year.
Do you find that there's any more demand for clothing or the accessories or?
It's a 50-50 shot. So I had. For this weekend, we've only had one day so far, but I've sold one piece of clothing and then a couple of scrunchies and some of my keychains, because I started learning how to do laser cutting as well. So I have wooden coasters that I varnish, and I have wooden keychains and stuff like that. And they say fun things like happy hooker with a ball of yarn and a crochet hook in there. And crochet over therapy, that kind of stuff. So those usually sell pretty well because they're on the cheaper side. I think at the end of the day, I've had some markets where I've only had 2 or 3 people buy stuff, but it was high dollar clothing items. And other times where I've had a bunch of people buying stuff, but it's been the smaller items. So it always depends on the demographic and the market that I'm in. If it's more kid friendly, I'm selling more of my scrunchies and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But if it's more adult heavy, then definitely more of my clothing. But I'm also, a fashion designer. I design all of the stuff, make it all myself. So, I do what you should do and charge hourly and the materials and all of that stuff, because it is a business at the end of the day. And I should pay myself for the work that I'm doing. So, also not everyone can always afford it. A lot of people love the clothing, but I also have a lot of people that are okay, I'm grabbing a business card for when I can do it and stuff like that, which is also why I do custom orders, because that way they can do 50% on the spot and then 50% right before I ship it out, and it's more kind of affordable that way. So I try, it depends, but a lot of people seem to be interested in my stuff this weekend. So it's only Saturday morning. The weekend's barely even begun at this point.
It's gonna be a big day.
It's gonna be a big day. RPM is sold out this year.
Yeah.
Which is absolutely insane, and it's super exciting for RPM too.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah, no, I can't. I don't know. Maybe I know it's always on Labor Day weekend, but I feel like there's just something about this Labor Day weekend
that is
everybody wants to. I feel like everybody was just working their asses off all summer.
Yeah.
And everybody's ready for a vacation before we get into September.
I mean,
very therapeutic when you get here.
I mean, it's a little bit the same thing for me, because I had 1 week vacation in the beginning of August.
Yeah.
And then like I decided, you know what, I'm gonna take my other vacation now,
Yeah.
like during the labor weekend. And I was like, okay, that's the best thing ever. I was like dreaming
Yeah.
about this. And honestly, it's the best moment I'm living right now.
Oh yeah.
Like I'm just every year, well, since last year, but even before when I came like the first time,
Yeah.
I was just dreaming about RPM.
Yeah.
I just love the environment. I love how diverse, the diversity of people, the diversity of
absolutely.
persons on this site. It's perfect. I love this place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How was so last year when we talked, you were very inspired and aspiring to find acts, band acts, solo acts that you could design costumes for.
Yeah, so still trying to like work my way into a lot of that. I have gotten close with a lot of the performers who I was getting close with last year as well. So Vanna, for example, amazing metal artist out of New Zealand. She's like one of the top metal artists in New Zealand, but you know how like different countries artists are different. So she's like getting up there. She just was an opener for Honey Revengers a couple months ago, and she's opening for Set It Off in December for their tour that they're doing right now as well. And so I like pay for the meet and greets and stuff, and I give her free clothing whenever I see her. So it's been 3 times now at this point that I've given her some stuff when I've met her, and I'll see her in December again. So she's like getting to that point where she can start affording to pay for a clothing designer probably next year or something like that. But, you know, artists, it takes, as it does with, you know, my art, everybody else's art here with musicians too, it takes a little bit of time for them to actually start truly making money off of everything after the cost to what have you. So I do that with her and with a couple of other artists to kind of start building that relationship. And then, you know, I'm putting the building blocks in place to be able to do that. I have like a couple of possible merch deals in the works with people of like making custom beanies that are embroidered, and you know, I sell it to them at wholesale, and then they sell it for whatever they want to on their websites. And you know, handmade, exclusive, hand embroidered merch. I mean, people pay anything for band merch nowadays, especially if you throw on, you know, the limited edition, handmade, all of that stuff to it. Like, value of the stuff skyrockets. So it's been, you know, a slow uphill, but I also work 3 jobs on top of having the business.
Yeah.
So there's only so much time in the day for me. Like, I haven't been able to go to nearly as many concerts this year as I went to last year. So like I'm getting it figured out, but I'm trying to get in on the ground floor with bands that haven't blown up yet, so that that relationship like has time to blossom as they start like getting higher and higher in the ranks, and then like I'll be the first in the minds when they're like, oh, I want to do this, or oh, I want to do that, like that kind of stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, it is a uphill battle, huh?
Oh, yeah.
A nice little grind, but I mean, just from where you were last year, leaps and bounds.
Oh yeah,
So,
absolutely.
Super
I
stoked
mean,
for you.
last year I think I didn't even have like $500 worth of inventory made and ready because it was my 3rd show ever for the business. I mean, this year I've got a whole rack that's just fashion show looks. I've actually got 2 racks full of clothing that's like ready to sell. I'm very proud. Like, it's good to see the progress like in front of your face of like, oh, this is what it looked like last year versus this is what it looks like this year. Like, the growth is insane with that. I can't even believe it sometimes, honestly. My mom has to remind me every once in a while. She's like, you need to breathe and remember that you're actually doing really good. She was like, especially with when you decided to start the business, like June of 2024, it's been a rough year for everybody financially and stuff. So it's like, considering when you started and how the economy was when you started, like be proud of what you're doing. Because while I haven't, you know, made as much as I would like to make, I've, you know, been in Cape Cod Fashion Week now. I did Boston Open Runway. I ran and was in my first fashion show, and then ran my second. Oh, there's water dripping down the tent. I was like, what is that? And then
Don't mind that. Don't mind that. It's all part of the stage.
And then now this is, you know, my 4th fashion show and the second one that I helped run and everything like that. And so it's just there's slow up and ups where there needs, where the name recognition is kind of starting to get up there, and that's the important part to me. And I actually have a TikTok now and started posting on it and everything like that, and that's been going well. So it's just, waiting for people to bounce back and have the money to start spending, because I think when people have the money, I won't be like, ugh, I know that person really wants it, but like I can't lower the price because then I can't afford to make it. And
It's a fine line.
it is a very fine line.
Fine line.
Very fine line.
What are your handles for TikTok and
So they're
Instagram?
all Arsenias_arts. So just look that up. If you look up Arsenia, I should literally probably be one of the first things that pops up anyway, because
We would hope.
not too popular of a name. Not too popular of a name.
I mean, it's not popular, but it's unique and
Yes.
it represents you.
Yeah.
So
Well, I mean, it can't represent me. Arsenia sounds like arsenic. That means that I was poisoned.
I
I'm
mean,
not poisoned.
okay, I'll be honest, and that's what I
Arsenia's
thought.
arsenic.
Arsenia is arsenic.
No, Arsenia's arsenic. So that's the
Guys,
next
that's
plan.
not my business name.
Located in the Nile.
Yeah, but that's the next business plan. You do
That's what I
arsenic.
Yep.
Or no,
Arsenic and Old Lace.
no, it could be like a drink company. Arsenia's
Arsenia's
arsenic.
I don't think anybody would want to drink
Yeah,
a drink
I
called
don't know.
arsenic.
Pretty sure that's like something you don't do.
Yeah, that's like the opposite of what you want to be doing. Oh my gosh.
What are you looking forward to today on this Saturday?
Honestly, I cannot wait to see what the crowd is like this year. Like, they're literally expecting double, if not more than double, the amount of people that were here last year.
Yep.
And like, I feel like yesterday was already getting very close to how many people they had last year for the whole weekend. Like, there was a lot of people here last night.
yeah.
And thinking about the fact that most people were like working and probably weren't getting in until late last night or early this morning to set up and everything like that. Like, it's absolutely insane to think about the sheer amount of people that are going to be here. And I'm just so excited. Like, the crowds are going to be so much rowdier. The moshes are going to be bigger. Like, it's going to be like, I'm excited just to see how like the vibes go for the weekend, and just like breathe in all of like that just pure excitement and everything like that. Like, the community that's here, just like take it all in and just vibe and have fun. Like, this is why I love doing this. Is my reset for like remembering why I love to do my business.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's great. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but like, I'm ready to get wild today.
I mean, we'll see.
I mean,
We'll see.
I
There-
mean, you're always ready to get wild.
I'm always ready, and also
You know, I don't go wild anymore, because when I go wild, people get hurt. And by people, I mean me.
Okay, go mild. How's that? You're
Go
gonna
mild.
go mild.
he's
I'll
gonna go mild.
You'll go mild.
I'll tell
Mild
you,
and
man.
wild. It's mild and wild.
Mild.
I'll tell you, man. Oh my god.
He's
I
a
heard the
mild child.
I heard the
I'm a wild
breakdowns
child.
on the when Chained to the Bottom of the Ocean played yesterday.
Yeah.
He was
I
wild.
could have gone in and fought someone.
Yeah, probably.
I could have. I would have gotten kicked out, but I
Yeah.
But-
I was over here just throwing my own punches at myself. But man,
Oh my
oh
god.
my
He was
God.
punching the air.
Pretty much.
Boop, boop.
Well, Arsenia, we're gonna keep hanging out. Always great to see you. Hope
Yeah,
for many more.
absolutely.
And
Oh, yeah.
yeah, we're gonna keep enjoying RPM, guys. So stay
Yeah.
tuned. We got some more coming your way.
Woot.
Whoop whoop.
Hey guys, so we are continuing our interviews here at RPM Fest. We have a returning guest, our buddy Xub.
Hey everyone, how are we doing?
You might remember him. He's a horror author
Yeah.
and a man of many talents. Had a podcast, had all that fun stuff. You did some Warhammer games, right?
I am,
You
yeah.
posted, yeah. A follower of Vulcan. Shout out to all the salamanders out there.
Into the fires of battle, onto the anvil of war.
So, how you doing? How have you liked RPM so far? I saw you walking around yesterday. Obviously, Friday was huge.
Yeah.
Big Friday.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Last year I came with no expectations except the fact that I had to write an article for the local paper. This year I'm here as a pure attendee, and now I have a whole community. It's crazy, you know. This place is nothing but like a giant extended family. It's people you haven't met yet, you know?
Yeah.
Uncles you haven't met yet, that type of thing.
Oh my God. So they're doing the Magic the Gathering tournament. You gonna go spectate?
Yeah, one of my friends is actually in it.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I'm trying to get Phil to play.
Yeah, I would
But
love
he's
to.
not, apparently he's not good at standard.
I'm not good at standard.
Whatever that
I
means.
I have my commander decks over there.
Oh yeah?
I have 6 commander. So, but the problem is like I never played standard.
I mean,
It's not that complicated, I know, but it's just like I talked to the 2 sketchy dudes who does the content, like the tournament, and they told me, oh, you have like a pre-made. They have pre-made decks.
Yeah.
And I think it's interesting, but I still don't know how to play standard. And like, yeah, I have a pre-made deck. How do I make it play? Like, I don't know what's the card in it. I know nothing. So I'm just like, do I do it? And I just like crap myself. I just lose. I'm competitive sometimes.
I ask you the question I ask any competitive player that is unsure about entering a tournament: is it free?
Yeah, for sure. If it's free, for sure.
Because if so, you risk literally nothing except your own pride, maybe.
I mean, I could do it.
So you have another novel coming out, do you?
I do, yeah.
Tell us a little bit about it.
So I actually have a couple. One of which I was working on. It's called Terraphasia. It's a sci-fi horror about an independent contractor who's basically like a glorified exterminator, but like for alien bugs. And he's exploring a mining colony that were like pulling resources, basically like space oil, and the horrors that he finds within. There's also another series that I've been writing since I was 12.
Yeah.
And that was a long time ago. That was like millennia ago. But so the premise of that is, without getting too like hard in the paint, because there's a lot of lore, because you can imagine many years. TLDR, there's a self-sustaining supermax prison in space that is left to its own devices, and there is technology designed to basically infinitely replicate food and other like basic amenities for these people. And it's a story of like the natural prison gangs that arise as a result of that over generations, and how their interactions relate to each other.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's very Game of Thronesy. So if you
Yeah.
like that type of thing.
You said like space prison, and I don't know why I instantly thought of Calypso Protocol, the game that came out.
Yeah.
Not totally different premises, but like same location.
Yeah,
In an idea.
in a vacuum.
Yeah.
The difference between the Callisto Protocol and what I have is that the resources themselves aren't strained. Like that's kind of what initially creates that, is that breakdown of like the chain of command and stuff like that. Okay. Mine is a lot more like what happens when multiple generations come and go, because it's a co-ed prison, and eventually people lose track of what they were in the first place. So the natural tribes and cultures that reside in a vacuum, and how that ultimately correlates to their relationships with the out factions.
Let me ask you this: were you big on the Reddit creepypasta?
The what?
The Reddit, the creepypasta.
Oh yeah. Are you talking about the
all the stories that people put out there?
Oh, I like those. There's a really good one to parallel what you're saying, and which I think that's what you were referencing. So there's a Russian creepypasta from Reddit, which is basically like an infinitely you know the Infinite IKEA SCP, where So it's that, but it's one of those like functional like communist prison, not prison, communist flats.
Yep.
That was happening during Khrushchev.
Yeah.
And it's like this infinitely expanding apartment complex. And through that, it's no one can get in or out.
Yep.
It's a lot of like, there's this weird like unknown phenomenon that happens, and if people are caught outside during that whole situation, they are never heard from again. And that's like the broad brush things. That's one of the creepypastas I find the most interesting, because it's just the concept of intrigue and the concept of still being very unique to the region.
Yep.
Well, exploring what they see as horror. And a really interesting thing is that every culture has very similar ties to what they find scary, but how they're interpreted makes it very interesting and different.
That makes sense. Yeah. It's very interesting. You could go a lot of different ways. I've been getting back really into it. So I reread stuff like Baraska and Pen Pal. You know, classics. Heavy classics. Like bone-chilling shit. But then I was reminded about, you know, like your Jeff the Killers.
Yeah.
You know, like the funny, like cringy ones that like 12-year-olds did. You know, that like, you know, don't know how to write or whatever. But it's really got me back into like the horror game and things like that. And I've really enjoyed it. So because what really sparked it was having all of the new movies coming out. Like Weapons
Weapons
like,
is a great
real
movie.
original ideas.
Yeah.
Sinners
is a great movie.
I don't know if you want to count what's that one, Together. I don't know if you want to count that one. I mean, it's an idea, but it was stolen, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how we feel about that one. But again, a different, something different.
Have you seen Weapons yet?
I have not seen Weapons yet, but I want to. It's on the list right now.
I wouldn't say it's necessarily very scary. This is temper my opinion with a grain of salt because I suffer from chronic nightmares. But it's not a really scary movie, but it's a very interesting idea.
Okay. Yeah.
It's very A24 coded, you know, Hereditary, Midsommar.
What did you think of? Did you watch Longlegs?
Longlegs? That is on my to-do list.
Yeah. So I'm interested, when you do watch it, I'm interested to see what you think.
Yeah.
Because it was I did not expect it to be what it was advertised, if that makes sense. You know,
I've had a couple of spoilers about it and how the main antagonist is changed, the lens changes like halfway during the movie.
Yes, it's very it's more than what it was originally showing in the trailers. Which brings me another question. How do you feel trailers for horror movies has changed? They're giving away all the big scares. I just saw the one for Conjuring, Last Rites.
Yeah.
And, you know, this isn't a spoiler because it's in the trailer, but it's like, you know, the little girl walks right up to the guy fucking at his bed. And then, you know, she's fucking possessed and is looking right at him through like the fucking end bed frame, how it was like used to be metal and shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, that's a perfect jump scare. Why do they give away all the good stuff now? Is it to open the audience? Like, do you have like any ideas? Or like,
I have a very long opinion, a very long-winded opinion that is, about this, and maybe a little bit of a soapbox, but I'll try to consolidate it for you. So I think what's happening is that because we're in the short attention span, like economy, where there's like TikToks, there's YouTube Shorts and all that stuff.
Yeah.
People need the dopamine, like right up front. So if you don't immediately grab their attention, you lose them. And I think a lot of the reason why people are showing how the punch is made is that they're trying to attract people into watching their movie. Because there's like, oh, I can at least get this guaranteed jump scare or whatever. And I find it to be kind of a weird situation we're in. Because at the same time, I agree with you that you're kind of giving away a lot of the stuff. Yeah. But at the same time, we're in such a weird metatextual community now that, like, it's implied that these are mechanics that are used within the genre. And maybe it's not so big of a deal now that we're giving away the jump scares, but at the same time, I understand where you're coming from. I think a lot of it is just like, you have to do this. You have to like go blah, 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 blah in order to get them to watch your movie. Yeah. And it's a really unfortunate thing because we have, it's the good and bad, right? We have so much to choose from. It's basically a smorgasbord. Like, think of literally any type of genre, right? Yeah. The hell, think of like fantasy. You know how many freaking offerings you have for just fantasy?
Yeah, for sure.
It's insane. It's overwhelming. And you have like different networks where you can watch all this stuff. But the problem with it is because, and I'm going to sound really old, back in my day, we had like a very limited set of channels that you could choose from. And if you didn't have the thing that was airing on that channel, get them next time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like, but now we have so much to choose from, so many avenues to get your stuff from, that in a way, it also kind of drowns everything else out.
Yeah.
Like, there's infinite messages in the ocean. Like, infinite messages in a bottle in the ocean.
Yep.
And it's really hard as a creative to get your name out there.
Exactly.
Unless you're, like, undeniably good. You know what I mean?
No, I completely know what you mean. But there's something, like, you talked about jump scare, and I'll be honest, like, I'm not the biggest horror fan, and, like, I love horror, but I don't listen to a lot of horror movies, because one thing I hate, and it's not I hate, I like it when it's well made, it's the jump scare.
Yeah.
Because there's an oversaturation of jump scare in movies. I just don't like it. And I'm just I prefer something that is like more atmospheric and more horror atmospheric. It's like it just takes you in and just like not just jumping. It's just like it creeps in your mind and you're just like, oh, what the fuck is going on?
It's cheap heat, as they call it in the pro wrestling business.
Yeah.
Where you're like, this town sucks. Like, it's just the easy, low-hanging fruit to get the audience. But I agree with you.
I mean, there's a movie. It's not very popular, I think. It's called Fear Clinic with Robert Englund, who did Freddy. He did. It's Freddy. Yeah. And Cory Taylor from Slipknot was playing in it. But I'll be honest, that movie freaked me out. It freaked me out so hard because no jump scare, just the atmosphere and just like what it bring, it was awesome. Like one of my favorite movies so far in terms of horror because it's just like no jump scare, just creeps you in, and that's what I love about a horror movie. Also, I love to laugh, so like for sure the Evil Dead are
Dead or Alive, something like that.
Yeah, because Evil Dead 2 with a fucking like eyeball just going from one part of the room to the other and just going in the mouth like, oh! I'm just like, I laugh so hard with this. But it's such a great movie too.
Yeah.
Even though it's more comedy horror than horror pure. But yeah, it's so good.
That's another reason why I love the genre so much is that horror is like the universal solvent. You can put that, you can mix that with anything.
Yeah.
You want like horror sci-fi, you got it. Event Horizon. You want horror fantasy, you have The Witch. You know, like you can just
another great movie.
You want horror and weird, you got Dreamcatcher.
Yeah. You just slap it at anything. It'll stick if it's good.
No, for sure.
Well, hey, why don't you plug your website real quick?
All right, I'll do the preamble. Salutations, creatures of the night. It is I, Xub The Mad, a weaver of nightmares. I am a horror author, a podcaster, a streamer. You can catch me on twitch.tv/XUBTHEMAD. And you can also purchase my wares at XUBTHEMAD.com. Xub The Mad.
All right. Awesome. Hey, man, thanks for sitting down with us again. We are going to keep talking, and we will catch you guys for the next interview.
Sounds good.
All right, guys, we are continuing our interviews here at RPM Fest. We actually have a very special guest. We have Sungwoo from Aversed.
Hello, everybody. How you doing?
So, funny enough, Aversed plays tomorrow, but he's hanging out here. He's checking out the bands, taking some photos.
Drinking some beers, mostly doing more beer drinking than photo taking.
And just get drunk.
Yeah,
I'm here to have a good time. I'm here to check out all the bands, all the homies, all the new upcoming bands. You know, that's what excites me the most, you know, so.
Yeah, so for those that are aware, obviously Erasure of Color is one of the, for me personally, it's probably, if not number one, it's top 3 albums out right now. I'm pushing that thing until I'm red in the face. Yeah.
Huge praise, that's all I'm going to say.
Oh my God. It's you know, what was really cool about it was, obviously you're a band right in our own backyard. And it's not too often that something like that kind of like gets away from me. So Impertinent came out in 2021.
Yep, Impermanence came out in 2021 March, and that was with our last singer called Heidi Irizarry.
Yeah.
And then with their new album with the Erasure of Color that came out, this March 2025. That's our first album with our new vocalist Sarah Hartman, and she's been just killing it. We're already working. We'll be recording our next album this December.
Yeah, I
Oh,
mean,
shit.
she kills it. As
Yeah.
far as like, vocalist leads in the industry right now, I don't think you can find much better.
One of the greatest of all time that I've met, but we're also inspired by so many there's so many great singers coming out in band, so many great bands these days. So it's just like we're always just inspired by, what that we're seeing around, what we're listening to. So.
And I'm curious, like you're talking about, like you're inspired by what you see around, but what is like your main influence for a verse song?
So I mean, I guess the verse songwriting process is definitely directed by me. So I guess the main influence, it's hard to pin into one band. I mean, there's obvious answers like In Flames, Arch Enemy, Dark Tranquillity, like that. Those are like the given answers. But besides that, I think we're inspired by everything that we listen to. Alden, our guitarist, his favorite band is Steely Dan. I know that he's the most inspired by Steely Dan. I listen to a lot of Ozzy. I listen to a lot of rock bands, metal bands, Arch Enemy, Whitesnake, whatever. So I'm inspired by that. But we're all inspired by whatever we listen to. We all listen to so many different things, also. So yeah, just everything that we listen to.
That's fun.
You guys just went on tour.
We sure did.
How did that go?
It was the best shows that we've ever played as a band, and it's because, it was just amazing. It was a success in every facet of that word.
Were there any places that either surprised you as far as turnout? Were there any places that you thought were better, or?
No, for me it was. I mean. So, yeah, we played places like West Virginia for the first time. Mm-hmm. We had no idea what to expect, but people really came out to that. The show was so properly promoted. The promoter, he brought out so many people. So that was a surprise. I have no expectation about what West Virginia was going to be like. It was amazing. People are so nice. I mean, another surprise, I would say, surprise for us. Richmond, Virginia killed it. Richmond, we love the Virginias, West Virginia, normal Virginia. I mean, not all of that. Like, we love Virginia. I personally love Middle America. I love landlocked America. There's so much charm there. A lot of amazing people, really warm, friendly, funny people. So that's how I think of those places,
As far as venues out here in Mass, is there any that particularly you're like in love with, some that you would love to play, some you would love to see eventually?
So we actually played our venue for the first time. It's a new venue called Deep Cuts in Medford, Massachusetts, and it's maybe 5 miles out of Boston. But we played there for the first time. I had no idea how that show was going to go because it's our first time there, and people turned out. It was they treated us like kings there, so that was an amazing new venue. But a new venue, a venue that I really want to play. Well, I really want to play the Paradise. That's a 1,000 capacity venue. Mm-hmm. Bigger bands play there. We haven't had the opportunity to play there yet, but hopefully someday we get asked to play there or tour there, in some capacity. It's a beautiful venue. I've seen some of my favorite bands there. I know Lamb of God did a headliner there in 2012. I've seen my favorite emo bands there, like Armor for Sleep. The Casey Strains played there. So many, bigger bands I would say play there for sure. But great place.
So obviously you were just talking about how you guys changed vocalists between one record to the other. There was a little bit of a gap being 4 years. So was there anything more special that you guys felt like you had to put into Erasures of Color to sort of make up for the years, or was it just sort of like everything sort of flowed out of you guys organically without the thought of, this is going to be like a punch in the face coming back?
I mean, so ultimately we've so that Erasure of Color has been in the writing process since 2019. So well before even Impermanent was out, we've already been working on the album. Because me and Jeff, our drummer, we're always writing music. We were writing music 2 albums away. We're always working that way, and then we just choose the best songs for the next album. But so that album's been we didn't. To me, Erasure of Color is as Aversed as Impermanent with a different singer. It was the same process. It was slightly easier this time because we have felt more inspired as a band with a new vocalist. But like ultimately, we didn't. The only thing I really wanted to prove with Erasure of Color is that that Aversed is an incredible band that will deliver. And we were definitely ambitious with the music this time around, but we're definitely having a different direction for the next album. I'll tell you that much.
The song Departures is incredible. Incredible. You know, really caps off the record. I will often listen to it on its own numerous times.
That is my favorite song of that album. I love emo music. Mm-hmm. I love songs that you're just like crying out of your heart at. And to me, Departures is that. It is a metal song, obviously, but it's so much heart in that song, so much emotions in that song that like it's my favorite song. I was actually afraid that other band members might not even like it.
Really?
Because I listen to emo. There's people in the band that don't really care for that kind of music, like emo music, but like I love it, and that to me, Departures is kind of my attempt at emo. Still trying to be a heavy metal song and band. So
I think you've done a great job. I think it perfectly blends everything that you want. It gives to both sides.
And believe it or not, that song has changed a number of times before we recorded it because of personal band collective disagreements and stuff. So like there's a part there's been parts in that song where it sounded too happy where I had to change to make it more sad sounding. So the song's been through war and change amongst the band, and we're all collectively happy about it now.
So you were telling us that you came to RPM Fest a couple of times. Through the years, has there been a band that you were able to see that really was like, oh my God, wow, like those guys delivered?
I think that was yesterday. There was a band called Royal Thunder. They're a band that's currently doing a 4-day tour with Witching, also amazing band that played yesterday. But we missed them. But Royal Thunder, they were on tour with Alice in Chains last year.
Really?
Shit.
Yeah, so they're they have their own thing. I would call them heavy metal, heavy grunge kind of thing.
Yeah.
They have they're a 3-piece band, but they're very like singable songs. No harsh vocals, very like ambient, like pedalboard guitar, like just thick delay chain reverb guitars, and then the vocalist is playing the bass. She's awesome. They were just a very song-driven, very unpredictable band that I saw yesterday. Royal Thunder, amazing American band, I believe. I think they're American. I might be wrong, but grunge rock heavy metal band. Other bands throughout the years that I've seen that were awesome. I would say there's a band called Moontooth. They've been.
I love Moontooth.
I saw them 2016. They were awesome. Very progressive, unpredictable. Just very Baroness, Mastodon kind of thing.
Yep.
Very meaty guitars. They were awesome. Catchy music. And and then yesterday, another band that I saw that I thought was fantastic was Midnight. They were awesome. I call them sleazy punk metal. Mm-hmm. They were awesome. I've seen them tour with Merciful Fate before. They're awesome. They were awesome yesterday too. They were just fantastic. So I love RPM Fest because they bring out so many great artists that are making the rounds, if you will. I love that shit.
Moontooth, Phototroph came out. That was, again, another album of the year for me.
Yeah.
But lost out to, I think it was Worm and Cannon Fodder.
Yeah,
Cannon
Worm is one of my favorite bands right now.
Oh, my God.
I fucking love Worm. Phil Tugis, a legend, perhaps.
Yeah.
Just everything he plays is so intentional, and like every note he plays, he means it. He thought through millions of times, and then he decided it's gonna pass.
Yeah.
I mean, Phil Tugas is also the guy behind First Fragment.
I mean,
Actually-
everything.
Now I think about it, I don't know if it was Ken Faber. I think it was the Tomb Mold guys.
Yeah,
The
I
Doom
think the
record
Tomb
they put out.
Dream Unending.
Yes.
Dream
Unending. That was
Okay,
my
so-
record of the year.
So,
Back in
Star Path.
Dream Unending, I think it was the record I was so impressed with it because, like,
it was incredible.
it started like a little bit Gorguts vibe, and then it just switched.
It goes up and down.
Yeah, but it's intense. I love it.
Fun fact about Dream Unending: we share a rehearsal space with them.
Oh,
Really?
That was unbeknownst to me until Justin of Dream Unending, Justin DeTore. I think he's like a local legend. He's
Oh yeah, Dream Unending. Yeah.
But no, so Justin DeTore, I didn't know about him until he joined my rehearsal space maybe less than a year ago. A year ago, perhaps. He just happened to join.
It's so nice.
Yeah, it's a small community, but it wasn't until the prospect of him joining our space that I found out that Dream Unending's Justin DeTore, he's been in like maybe 100 records.
He's fucking all over.
And I think he's a local he's a hardcore legend.
Yep.
He's in Sumerlands as a drummer.
Yep.
He's in Drum Unending as a drummer and vocalist. He's in I think a lot of like hardcore bands in Massachusetts growing up. I forgot the names of them, but I think they're a band called Mind Eraser. Yeah, Mind Eraser. They are considered legends, and like I'm actually new to hardcore. I appreciate hardcore. I'm just like not married to it yet, but like I like it and I appreciate it. But it wasn't unbeknownst to me that hardcore is such a big deal in Boston and everywhere. I mean, everywhere perhaps. And Justin DeTore was part of Mind Eraser, and they're considered a legendary band growing up. So
Yeah, I mean, hardcore and Boston go hand in hand. Like that's how I started listening to
LA,
music.
Boston.
Also, hardcore. There's a good scene in Montreal.
Oh, I know it. I know that for a fact.
Yeah, if you have a band to listen from Montreal that is hardcore, go listen to Bruiserweight.
What are they called?
Bruiserweight.
Bruiserweight.
Yeah. Bruiserweight is out from Montreal. The singer is from Atlanta, Georgia. Grayson.
Carpenter.
He got a podcast called Beans and Breakdowns.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great stuff.
Yeah. He's really into hardcore. I love this guy to death. So
I like hardcore. I love everything I've heard from Terror, Hatebreed. Belmore is a band from Connecticut. They like mix like melodic death metal, like metalcore with hard, but they call themselves hardcore.
Yep.
So they have like that shit with breakdowns. The hardcore is, I'm new to it, but like I'm finding out in recent years what a big deal it is.
Were you a big Jesus Piece fan?
I discovered them 2 years ago.
Yep.
And I was like, this record rules.
Yep.
And then I'm very up to date with what's happening with that band currently.
I don't know if anyone knows what's happening.
I know what's public.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's public of what I heard, and honestly, don't take what I say for cash.
Take it for
heard that Jesus Piece, 3 members decided to quit or decided to just like dissolve the band. The singer said, no, it's just like I wanted to be with my family, and like there are some complicated things I don't understand either.
I saw everything, yeah.
It's complicated, and I think the singer wanted to change the band name for Jesus Piece with a $sign in Jesus.
Yeah. Just to get around the rights.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, like there's a lot of drama going on these days, like Cradle of Filth, Jesus Piece.
Oh my God.
Those bands that I love and respect.
Yes.
I personally don't hold a single opinion one way or another right now. Like there's public information is so limited right now, and my opinion is I love the music. I love those people as musicians. I love the art that they put out, and it's just sad to see. I want every one of those bands to succeed and put out great records year after year, whatever. Like I want all of these bands to do well.
Absolutely.
We all do as fans, and we all care because we all love the music. But like I don't hold any moral opinion one way or another. I wish all of them would just, become a strong band again.
It's tough because sometimes there's things that nobody's privy to that obviously will hurt the acts, but at the end of the day, it hurts more than just the acts. It hurts the fans, etc.
Exactly.
And so, but hey, that's life, and we're all human, and that's just kind of some of the stuff that we got to deal with.
Yeah, I love all these musicians, and it's just I can't wait for all of their new albums and whatever other members do and join. Like, I want to support them.
Hell yeah.
Exactly. And I have a question. We are friends on Facebook. It's been like 2 years or something.
Sure.
Like this.
I became really close to Montreal people like in that time.
Yeah, I saw something interesting. You did an audition tape for Nevermore.
I sure did.
Did you? Are you now the bassist?
That's funny that you asked. My guitarist Alden, we love Nevermore. He genuinely thought I got in, but I don't know why he thought that. But no, I did not make it. I got a response maybe a month or two after I sent in the audition. They said very politely that no, we decided to move with someone else, so thank you for auditioning. And I love that they even sent me a response. Like, what an honor.
Yeah.
They're one of the greatest bands of all time.
Yes.
And I became a better musician by learning their songs.
Yeah.
As a bassist, I learned how to play 2 songs, and it made me dissect the music with just the backbone. The bass is the backbone. I learned I learned so much unpredictable parts of their music. What notes that they're playing. I really studied it through and through. And no, I'm not their bassist, but I love Nevermore. They're one of the greatest bands of all time, and I hope next year when they become a band again, like, they become as amazing as they have always been with the new lineup.
Yeah.
All right. Last question.
Yes.
Give me your top 3 bassists.
Oh, bass! I can't believe you're asking me about bass. I love bass. Oh, okay. Geezer Butler, number one. Number one. And
Gotta throw some curveballs in there.
People don't realize how much of an amazing bassist he was, especially in the 90s. He was really experimenting so much as a bassist and musician in the 90s.
I completely agree.
Yeah.
His material with Ozzy, his material with Black Sabbath was just 10 out of 10. Next, similar bassist, but I got a third, underrated. Charlie D'Angelo of Arch Enemy and Merciful Fate.
Yep.
Extremely underrated. He's a quiet guy. The guy states no comments or opinions. He just plays bass and leaves stage. He's a very mystique. He's one of those members and musicians that still has that mystique. Mm-hmm. Doesn't have a social media. Doesn't post shit. He's just there to record hundreds of albums.
Yup.
Very quiet guy. Very mystique. I love that about these people.
Also playing in a band that I fucking love, which is Night Flight Orchestra.
Oh, yes. Great musicians. Swedish pop rock, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Amazing. He's keeping rock and roll alive by keeping that mystique. I love rock and roll. Anyways, that's those 2. And then the last one, bassist. I'm going to get a little bit more flamboyant on this next answer, but I would say a really amazing bassist from I would say it's such a hard. Okay, Martin Epstein of Aversed.
Oh yeah.
I'm here with him right now. He's over there rocking out over, but he plays 6-string bass. But I've been playing music with him since 2007.
6-string.
Oh shit.
We've been playing music for a little under 20 years, but he is just he is a genius musician. He understands everything he plays with his understanding of music theory is just so, it's scientific, it's mathematical. Everything he thinks he's actually a mathematician.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he's a natural mathematician and truly mathematical genius, musical genius. And when he thinks bass, he's thinking mathematically. He thinks that way intuitively. You can ask him any question about music, and he will give you the most analytical response of it. He's just a genius beyond words. One of the greatest human beings I've ever met in my life. And he's also just a true lover of heavy metal. So those are my 3 responses: Geezer Butler, fucking Charlie D'Angelo, and Martin Epstein.
Hell yeah, man.
So
That's
that's
fucking
my
great.
answers. I love all of those bases very much, and as people and musicians.
Well, Sung, thank you for taking the time to hang out with us. We're going to let you get back to it.
Fuck
We're going to keep
yeah.
enjoying RPM Fest. You guys, if you're listening
Fuck
out there,
yeah.
listen to Aversed, listen to the new record, and keep an eye out. They're touring. They'll be out there again, man.
Let's go. RPM!
Hell yeah, man. All right, guys, we are continuing our interviews here at RPM Fest. With us, we have Kelsey. Funny enough, we've been watching people walk around with these buttons, the thick buttons, THCC. You creeps out there.
Yeah.
But Kelsey is a part of that.
I am a part of
You
it.
want to tell us a little bit about it?
It's the Heavy Culture Cooperative, and it stems from the kind of core group here of RPM. So Tim Brault
Okay.
is the president
Oh.
of the Heavy Culture Cooperative, and we had an investor purchase the East Hampton Massage School,
Oh.
which is a historical building at the East Hampton Rotary.
Wow.
And everybody has been working very hard to submit for grants
Okay.
Yep.
and work on renovations. We've done landscaping at the property because it's been not really regularly used for a while,
Okay.
but we're turning it into a music venue,
Oh, shit.
an art space, collective space, much like we do here in one house that supports all the different things RPM encompasses.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
How long have you been coming to RPM Fest?
My first RPM was 2019.
Ooh, way longer than us.
2019. Like,
So-
our first was in 2022.
Yeah.
And,
Was it
like,
good
it's
year?
Our
been
first
now-
together.
Our first together.
Yeah.
I don't know for you what was your first. My first was in 2022, and after that, like, we took a year off, 2023, and then since last year we are just like here as a podcast and we just interview people.
I showed up in 2018 on the Saturday.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah. As just
Yeah.
as a hit or miss. I didn't stay very long.
Okay,
You know.
now I understand.
Phil's my only metal friend, so
Your
I
only
got nobody to hang out with
And then
outside when Phil shows up
You're
from
a
Canada.
you're a lone metalhead.
Pretty much, yeah.
I
I'm a
mean,
lone
I
wolf,
appeared in
lone
this
survivor.
life like the Messiah.
It's hard to be alone here. There's a lot of them around here.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I'm an open-minded. Like, I have friends that are more into metal. I have friends that are more into folk and whatever.
Yeah.
That are more, like, nerdy. I'm just, like, I'm just who I am. I just do everything. I'm good with everything. So, yeah.
I love a lot of different types of music, and I'm not originally from here, but my friend base here is predominantly based in the metal group here.
Okay.
Yeah. What bands have you seen that you've enjoyed, acts, vendors, anything that's really like popped for you in these recent years?
I've seen it's hard to say. I've seen a lot of exceptional performances through the years. King Parrot was great. It was a
King
great set.
Parrot
Yeah.
is so good.
That's a crowd favorite.
It was
King
fun.
Parrot.
I'm looking forward to Aversed tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
We just talked to Sungwoo. Oh my God, I love Erasure of Color. One of my, I think I told him, but it's either number 1 or top 3 albums of the year right now.
Yeah.
It's good.
I think it was your top 3. I don't remember what was your top 5 that we did on Whispers.
I actually don't know. I think they were in the
Wait
top,
a minute.
they were
I'm
in the
gonna
top
check
3.
it out.
No, I tried looking on the podcast. We don't put it on there. We have to listen to the episode because we're a bunch of fucking freaks like that. So.
Well, I'm a fucking freak because I forgot.
I did too, and it's my list.
Well, don't worry, they're playing tomorrow.
Oh, I can't wait,
You haven't
man.
missed it yet.
I can't wait.
Maybe it's going to become my favorite band.
I think it's going to be a great set.
Yeah.
Goblet always plays a really fun set.
Honestly, it's so fun. I love Goblet, and like I don't even listen to them on album, but like when I listen to them here at RPM, it's just
It's so much energy.
Yeah, the energy is so fun. That's what I love about live shows. Like we had a guy yesterday. He's from a label called DCPC Live. And what he's doing,
Scott.
it's only
Scott.
live albums, only live vinyls. So like he goes to a show and he's just like recording the show. And then he goes to see the band. He's like, hey, I recorded the show in this entirety. Do you want it on vinyl? And the band are saying yes or no. They are checking it, and if they accept, he does a couple of vinyls on it, and that's it.
Yeah.
It's honestly the best thing ever because it's just like, it's fun to have studio album, but a live album is different. It hits different.
It's very different.
Yeah. So you would have been here when they had 3 stages.
Yes.
One being under the pavilion.
Correct.
How do you feel about the 2-stage as opposed to 3-stage?
I did love the 3-stage setup to a degree. We kept like metal to the metal stage and rock, classic rock to the rock stage, and punk was here under the pavilion.
Mm-hmm.
And so every R of the RPM had its own stage. And I do appreciate having the 2 now because now everybody really gets to make sure that even if they're not getting an entire set, that they're catching. They can catch pretty much every band.
I agree. I love the flow. The flow from going from Wick and Rodent on one side, walking over to the other. One of the benefits that we have here is everything is a little condensed.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of people are more open that, this is the live music act on right now. And so there's no options, and they can go and they can really, find something new.
Mm-hmm. I like
figure
that we
out a
keep
band
it.
that they love.
I like that we keep it geared and we focus it on those areas so that we want to drive people to the vendors.
And also, like, there's another thing that, like, I like the pavilion stage for sure.
Yeah.
Like when I was here in 2022, I liked it. But I realized that 2-stage, even though like it's just only 2-stage, I think what I love about the pavilion is like a center. It's like you can go breathe, you can go just eat and whatever.
And there's a place where the bands can really just
sell
all
stuff.
be around, and everybody can go in and speak with each other, and it becomes a little social hub once things close down at night.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. As far as food, what has been your favorite, like this year or in past years?
So in previous years, I catered, and I love what Jim does and what the food trucks that we have come in.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, the coffee one was a huge hit.
Yeah.
We've had Vegan Pizza Land.
Oh,
that's a big hit. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Jim's got really good food. I've had fun catering as well, though that is a lot more hectic of a way to spend a weekend.
Yeah. Okay.
We would do curry nights, poutine nights.
like I'm the poutine guy.
I made a vegan version and a gluten-free version.
Oh, that's
because
interesting though.
Yeah.
I tried to make sure that every meal or snack had something for every dietary need.
Yeah.
So that I made vegan and gluten-free so that everybody could eat it.
I mean, we need to bring back poutine to the catering now.
He talked about opening up like a poutine cart.
Okay, so
that's just doing poutine.
Just give me his number.
Wait,
whatever.
No. We don't need to. The poor guy. He doesn't need to go through that kind of stress.
We'll figure it out.
Phil talking in his ear.
He added in this stir fry cart. Like
I know.
We're getting there.
No, you know what? Okay, so I'll be honest. I'm gonna let him do his thing, and I'm not gonna complain.
He said it on his own. He'll making poutine happen.
He'll just complain after.
I'll complain. No, it's just like for me, and I'm sorry to say, Evan, shut the fuck up. The only thing, poutine is fries, cheese, and sauce.
Yeah.
In this way.
Yeah.
Like nowhere around. Like I ate poutine like in Massachusetts or even in Vermont, where they put the cheese on top. Never.
What is the point of that? You're not gonna melt the cheese.
They were melting the cheese. And it's Arsenia. Arsenia.
No.
Oh yes, shut the fuck up.
If you could add anything to RPM Fest, whether it's a one day or a all weekend thing, what would it be?
That's a good question. What would I add to it? I don't know. We have so much happening at this point. I don't know. One of my favorite events is the birthday disco dance party because this is my birthday weekend almost every year.
Oh shit!
So that's a fun secret event that happens, but it's not an official event. I think maybe we should make that an official.
We need to make it official.
It's always Saturday night. So.
All right.
Yeah. So I think they should make that an official event.
Yeah. I agree with you.
Hell yeah.
A disco ball and everything.
Oh my God! Yeah, we need that.
Not just for the birthday party, for the dance party.
Oh yeah.
People come and have a lot of fun.
Let's do
But
that.
people want to dance.
I make. them
Let's
dance.
just dance.
I try to get everybody to dance.
I'll say like our god David Bowie. I'll say like David Bowie. Just dance.
Put on a lot of disco hits for me.
Hell
Yeah, disco hits.
Bee Gees.
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
They do play September. That's always plays.
Do you remember?
Exactly.
I don't want to get striked, so I'll stop.
I'd be into that. I like that. That's a good one.
What would you guys add?
Honestly, I don't know. What would I add?
What else would you add here?
I mean, yeah, there's so many opportunities, so many ideas. I would do a corpse paint contest.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
I would.
Okay, so we talked about dance. We need to have a contest of breakdown dances. So we put a breakdown of a deathcore band or whatever, and you just try to do your best to dance on it.
We should put the dance mat in there and have
Exactly.
an official dance mat come out
like
every
we
year.
do like a dance contest of but you do it
Dance
like
floor.
not on pop, you do it on breakdown and
Give me your best
deathcore.
hardcore two-step.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I have a little anecdote about it. I went to a place in Quebec City called Le Drag, which is like a gay bar. It's a gay bar, but they have like a big dance floor in the basement. And what I did, all my friends were like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I just did two-step. I was two-stepping the shit out of it. And they were like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm two-stepping." I was two-stepping on Chess and Derulo. I was like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Can't say anything.
I think food-wise, I'd bring back Patch Burger.
Yeah.
Yo, those burgers were
That was a
hardcore.
They are
We
a
need-
well-loved vendor.
we need-
Oh,
back.
man.
We need more poutine.
I agree.
No, and honestly, not just standard poutine. We need anything poutine, like a smork poutine.
Oh.
Think about it.
I haven't tried a lot of poutine
Yo,
variety.
I'm gonna die of a heart attack or something. You know what I mean?
You know, that's what we live in Quebec. There's so much weird poutine existing that we just fucking die, and
It's
we.
impossible to keep any normalcy to your diet. You just
Honestly,
have to try.
I heard of poutine. Okay, so there's a poutine that I tasted one time. There's a dish in Quebec called la tourtière, which is wild meat. Like, for example, deer and bear and whatever.
Yeah.
And you have a crust and you have some vegetable in it. That's called a tourtière.
So pie?
Yeah, it's a pie, but it's a little bit bigger than a pie. So we have also the poutine, and someone decided to mix the tourtière with the poutine. It's a tourtine. They called it like that. I was like, what the fuck is this? It's so good.
Delicious.
And I was like, okay, so we need more things, more blend of two dishes together.
Yeah, and there's
Like a poutine with something else.
if you're
A
talking about
poutine burger.
There's already poutine burger. There's
Oh, fuck.
Big Mac poutine.
How about poutine clam chowder?
Yeah, I thought about it. I really thought about it because
I
there is
hate
some
that you thought about it.
I
there
won't
is
even
some
eat regular clam chowder, so that's a no from me.
Damn,
But I'm sure other people
so
would
fun
love
fact, people heard it, but last year on Sunday I showed up with a pot of clam chowder and I just ate it. I was doing interviews.
I recently went to New England Death Metal Fun Time Bonanza.
Oh.
And they have a clam chowder chug.
Oh
Chuck?
my.
Oh, I'm in.
It is
Sign me
no,
up.
it is.
I need
Kelsey, sign
Look,
me up.
I do not watch.
I-
I
As a
won't
kid-
watch it.
as
Yo,
a
with the
Quebec.
potatoes, that's tough.
Okay, so I'm
Damn, they better not be like full potatoes.
so
It's not even as nice as that. They get cruel with their content. Not cruel, but You have to see a video
You gotta
of it
love
or
it.
attend to know.
So
All right, we need that at RPM. We need a clam chowder chug.
Absolutely not.
So,
That stays up in
everyone here knows
yeah.
I'm Canadian and Quebecois. And
You are?
no,
No fucking way.
No,
I
I'm.
thought you were from Vermont.
No, I'm a Rob. Anyway, but I'm from a specific place in Quebec. It's called Gaspésie. It's like the Cape Cod region,
Just French.
in Massachusetts. We have crab and lobster. It's like our biggest thing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I need more seafood. And that's why I want to go to Cape Cod. I'm going to Cape Cod in a few days.
What's funny is he gets it from Nova Scotia because they're like in the middle of Canada.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like and this is like the weird thing. It's like you asked me this when we were coming down here, but like, how come the seafood here is so good? It's because we're the cold weather.
Yeah.
All the cold weather seafood is better.
Yep.
You know, when it comes to shellfish.
Yeah.
And crustaceans and stuff like that.
Yeah. This is where it's sought and where it's harvested. So.
And this is why I want to go to Cape Cod. I'm going to Cape Cod because like I took a 1 week vacation and I'm going to Jersey on Monday, but on Tuesday I'm going in Cape Cod. Like in Easton, mostly. And I want to taste the best clam chowder ever. I want to taste it.
There's lots of different opinions about that, and you. Can,
I know,
you
but
can
I know nothing
find it.
about this, so I want to taste it. I'm a big
There's
seafood
different
guy.
kinds. There's the creamy one. There's like a New England version.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Or is that the tomato one? Isn't there a tomato? based
There is
one? Or is
that's
that
a New York. That's a New York
Yeah,
one.
that's
yeah.
New York,
They
yeah.
do it wrong. I mean, you know.
I don't eat
Those
so I
fucking
can't.
Italians, man.
Okay, you don't eat clam chowder.
I really don't eat much seafood or shellfish at all.
Okay, so what is like your favorite food?
My favorite food. My favorite snack is pickles.
Hell yeah. I love a pickle.
Anything pickled. I love fermenting things.
Like we talking like a sweet and sour or like a Clausen's?
I will, but I really love dill pickles. Of
Dill,
course, but
yeah.
I will eat anything
Classic.
pickled. I
Honestly,
love, like, pickled
dill
cabbage.
is the best thing
Oh,
ever.
pickle.
Dill
You
anything.
mean like the style?
Anything, yeah. Fermenting,
Oh,
pickling.
man.
Okay.
I'll eat anything pickled.
I think my
I've
favorite-
bought pickles, pickled banana peppers, and pickled.
Yeah.
I think
Pickle slices
anything.
would
I think
be-
pickled peppers would be my favorite if I had to
Yeah.
guess. Yeah.
Like pepperoncinis.
Anything. Oh yeah.
I love
Oh
those.
man.
I mean,
Put that on an Italian sub. Chop it up.
okay, so I have one pepperoncini. It's like a little pepper,
that's
but
what she just
pickled. It's perfect. It's the
Yeah.
best
When
thing.
the hosts
The little
aren't
yellow
listening.
Italian pepper.
Yeah, exactly.
Delightful.
It's so good. I love it.
I'll just eat them out of the jar.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I do. I love them so much.
Yeah, pickles. Love them.
That's a fucking great one. I love that.
Favorite food is like soup. I love soup.
Oh, soup.
I can always eat soup.
So I'm dating someone and she loves soup. She's a big fan. Well, she loves Thai soup.
I have an
The Thai
obsession with
soup is so good.
Any kind of soup.
Soup
Besides
is good.
clam chowder.
I'm not the biggest fan of soup. I love soup, but I love also like ramen. I'm
I
a big
love
fan of ramen.
Oh, big question. If you had to do a thick ramen base, what are you putting in it?
Mine would be tom kha gai. It's a Thai soup,
Yeah.
and it's coconut mushroom with lemongrass and ginger, or galangal.
That's
So-
interesting.
So I just made ramen. I put grilled chicken in it the other day, last week for dinner. And a lot of the time, if I'm not using the cheap way is cornstarch, right?
Yeah.
But if I'm not doing that, I'll do the egg yolk.
Yeah, the
I
egg.
think,
yolk,
and then the soft boiled egg. I think it's perfect.
yeah, the egg. Don't forget the egg. That's the best
That's the
part.
method of technically making custard.
Yeah.
But it works really, really well for thickening sauces. Yeah.
I struggled for a long time because I never knew how to make it thick.
There's different things
Yeah.
you can use. For the poutine, I made it with, it was a mushroom gravy,
Oh yeah.
and I thickened it with potato starch.
This is interesting. I never heard of it mushroom gravy anymore.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I never heard of it because like what we have as gravy is like brown gravy.
Yeah.
It's
it
a
was,
classic.
It was still a brown gravy.
Oh, but mushroom
I
based.
sauteed the mushrooms,
Okay.
gave them good color, and
Oh.
I deglazed the pan with wine and added potato starch to thicken it, and then added in
Oh, hell
vegetable
yeah.
stock.
Well, I want to taste it now.
It was delightful.
I think the best one I've ever. So in Worcester there was this restaurant called Broth, It was on Diner, Drive-Ins, and Dines.
I think I've never
At
been
one
there.
point.
Like, you brought me to Fix once.
Yo, so they did my favorite ramen ever, which was a grilled cheese. Yeah, they did a tomato soup and grilled cheese ramen.
That sounds
Ooh.
And I, to the life of me, I want to remake it so bad. I don't even know where to begin. Like, how that guy was able to customize it and make it into what it was. Like, it was fucking perfect.
Oh, that's doable.
Oh, that would be so good.
Oh,
Yeah, that sounds better than tomato.
that's a hangover.
Yeah.
That was my hangover cure when I was living out there. my early 20s. I was out there fucking just crushing that stuff.
How many times would you say you ate it?
Oh. I lived there for close to 6 years. At least 5 years worth. I was there all the time, dude. Oh, man. And that was when Uber Eats was like cheap too.
Yeah.
Ubers were cheap. You know, they were like $4. And so, like, you could go anywhere in Worcester. If you lived in Worcester, you could go anywhere for
The
like
good old
$4.
days.
You
God
could get
damn.
Uber Eats for like $4. It was perfect. Oh, making me hungry,
$4.
man.
I never heard of it in Canada. $4 is like it's nothing.
Well, before the pandemic, obviously everything was a lot, it was easier, or it was more of like, all right, well, people are going to do it. Then it became like a necessity.
Yeah.
Almost like.
It changed things a lot. My
Yeah.
Ubers were cheaper, but it was almost impossible to find one in the town that I lived in. So you would often like never get a driver.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You had to submit one for like an hour before. You know, there was no on-call Uber for the town I was in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, food.
Not
Well,
much
guys,
mess.
we're going to hang out some more.
Yeah.
We'll let you guys go. Give it up for Kelsey and THCC.
Yep. The
Perfect.
Heavy Culture Cooperative.
I mean, if
not
you guys
T-
were here at RPM, you would see it. The
It's not
buttons are everywhere.
THC, it's THCC.
Correct.
Not to be confused with thick.
Because we love it thick.
We say keep it heavy, keep it thick.
Hell yeah. I love it.
We need a patch of that.
They'll be sponsoring the
There's
Burlesque show.
stickers, But we do need a patch, you're correct.
Yeah, a patch
Yeah.
of it. I need right here.
We're gonna have to talk today.
That's perfect. Well, thank you for your time.
Yeah, thanks for
Awesome.
having me.
Thank you.
Great talk with you.
Woo! Hey everyone, Phil Davides were Intimates, and as you can see, we forgot to make an outro, so here we are on September 13th in my living room editing this video, well, the podcast in general, and we forgot the outro, so I'm doing it, I'm sacrificing myself. Anyway, I just wanted to thank you all the listeners over here that are listening to us. It's been like 5 years that we are making this podcast, and I just wanted to thank you all for the listening and for just like bear with us with our stupidities and all, and what we say and what we do and everything. I wanted to thank also all the guests that we had over the years. Wanted to thank all the guests from the previous RPM we did, and also the guests that we had right now. So you listened to the first part of the RPM Fest 2025 episode 106, and we had splendid guests, as you heard. We had Cory from Freaks Attic. We had DCPC Live, Scott from DCPC Live, Travis from RantaVision, Travis Ranta. We had Chris Larosee, Photograph Extraordinaire, Arsenia from Arsenia's Hearts, Xub The Mad, from the same name, the self-titled Xub The Mad podcast, Twitch and all, Sungwoo from Aversed, and Kelsey from THCC. It was such a great episode, such a great interviews, great guest, and we have more coming in 2 weeks for the next episode, and I hope you will enjoy it. I hope you will listen to it. So
I'm letting you go while doing things, and I'm going back to editing. I love you all, and see you on the next episode. Cheers! Cheers!